Hey guys, thanks for joining. This is the Kirby City Council meeting. It's going to be a fun one.
What's different? I don't know.
What's up?
Try it again. All right, you're good. I don't know, that was good.
It's all those diamonds.
I know, right? I'm like, thank you very much. You're welcome. Go ahead, Jack. You're good.
And I had some more things to
Thank
do,
you.
so
I got my gimbal. Oh, we don't have a second tripod?
So as far as I know. Oh, Lordy.
Hang tight, guys, while we get set up. Henry, go get the other tripod out of the back of the truck. It should be unlocked. Brought my kids and their baby mama right there in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. He can't do buttons.
Oh, sign up.
no, Mike.
Hang tight, guys, while we get set up.
Yeah, your jacket might go off the buttons. Kiddos want to go over?
Yeah.
One at a time.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Good to see y'all.
I remember here.
Here's my kiddos, guys. My kiddos came to the council meeting. We got Zariah. Say hi, Zariah. Elliot. Say hi, Elliot.
Hi.
Jaden.
Hi.
All right.
I've been here before.
And their mama. Their beautiful mama. These are my kids and their baby mama. Hey, you guys can sit right in the front row. Yeah, just save the last seat for me. That one right there, save it for me. And then, oh, you guys can sit. Let's. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Y'all can sit there. It's fine. Henry's getting the other one.
What?
Henry's getting the other one.
What?
Henry's getting the tripod. Hey, did you get the tripod? Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Jesus. Looks like I'm gonna be having to hold the phone tonight, guys, because we're missing a tripod. We're missing a tripod. So, man, we don't have that other tripod. I don't need this. Oh, I guess I can. It's running. Huh? Hey, I wonder if we can have that camera there. And oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna put this on the gimbal and put it on there. Unscrew that. Hang tight, guys, while we get ready.
When did the speech start?
7 o'clock. They're starting at 7 o'clock. So, in case you guys don't know, that last minute, the mayor, canceled attendance by Zoom. She canceled attendance by Zoom. The city secretary told us that the city attorney, which is that little fat girl over there, in all her infinite wisdom, she told the city that they could cancel Zoom. Problem is, it's on the agenda. So hopefully they do the right thing. If not, that's okay. Canceling Zoom only serves as a nuclear bomb in the face of activists, and it just increases the activism tenfold. So they want to cancel Zoom. They can cancel Zoom. They can cancel emails. They can cancel non-residents, and they're going to learn, like Leon Valley did, that that's only going to increase the time that they sit their fat asses up there on that council and listen to us speak. They will learn that they either listen to their citizens speak for 30 minutes or they listen to my people speak for hours. And that's what we're doing here. So, all right. We do have a new city manager, well, acting city manager. I guess he's going to be the interim for right now. He was selected by professional organization. So hopefully he'll be doing a good job. He doesn't want to be around here, though. Not very long anyway, until we get a permanent one. Let me have that. Hang tight while I hook up this gimbal. It's going to be a good meeting tonight, guys. Good meeting. Okay, apparently there's no... Apparently this motherfucker ain't... Where's the battery pack? We got a battery? We need a battery pack. We don't have the battery pack either, seriously?
You gave it to your mom and them the other day.
Fuck, dude.
When they went to that concert.
I can't do this. Then the bat. Hey, Mom. Mom, you gave me back the battery pack? You did? Can you please go out to the truck, use my flashlight, look for a black battery pack. It's a black thing about this big. All right. It's a battery pack, please. Fuck, man. Fuck. Not cool. We got technical difficulties, guys. Technical difficulties.
Maybe not wait till the last minute no one.
No, I didn't have a choice in the matter. I do not envy women. This dress stuff is bullshit. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Yeah, it's me. It's me, Jack. I'm gonna give you a short glimpse. Hey, y'all like my braids? Does it look all right? Hey, did y'all decide to do Zoom for this meeting, or is it still off? Not to do Zoom? Okay. There's people, like some people said no, and then some people said they were in a waiting room, so that's why I asked.
According to the...
I thought, because it's on the agenda, she's gonna get charged with a crime. Whoever came up with that, it's a crime. It's on the agenda. You can't just decide not to have it last minute, because there's citizens of Kirby through me that signed up to talk on Zoom, and she just kicked out Kirby citizens that wanted to talk on actual subjects. So that's horrible. If I were you, I would start the Zoom and make her come over and shut it off. Yeah. Who told you? City manager? City manager? Yeah, hey guys. The city secretary, she should start the Zoom, and y'all should bring your tyrant asses over there and shut it off, so we know who to charge with the crime. It's on the agenda. It's on the agenda. And there's Kirby citizens that were going to talk on legit Kirby issues, elderly people that can't make it down here, and they got kicked off. It's not right. If they don't want to do the Zoom, if they don't, I get it. It's lawful. You know what? It was a law that you had to sit on the back of the bus if you were black. And it was a law, it was an ordinance. And you were probably one of the people that would stand there and say, get your black ass on the back of the bus, right? And this ain't a meeting right now, so you can't kick me out. You understand? You look like one of those people. You look like one of those people. It was a law and it was an ordinance. And people like me, what do you have a comment about my getup, sir? You have a comment about my dress? No, he wants to make a comment about my dress and the meeting hasn't started. So we're having a conversation. He said, what's up with your getup? So what is your opinion about my getup, sir?
It's 7:03.
I'm not worth the effort. That's what I thought.
This meeting will start.
All right. That's what I thought. All right.
Did you send your mom and them up?
Mom, you have to stand up to talk. You want to start up? You want to talk? You have to talk. Okay. Okay, as long as you signed up, you're fine. The city manager had a comment about my dress, but he did not want to expound on that. Okay. We're not getting kicked out tonight. We're not going to get kicked out tonight. So I'm going to take this off of the tripod. We're going to have to hold it in our hand. Bear with me. Hey, I am done with it, but you're gonna hold this when I get up the top. Make sure you get the whole dress and everything. Cool.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything in there.
Don't get kicked out. So they did in fact stop Zoom.
Okay, city council meeting starts November 16th, 2023 at 7:05 p.m. Call this meeting to order for the, please rise with invocation of pledge of allegiance. We will have the invocation by Mr.
Everyone that's wearing a hat, please remove it. Father God, we just thank you for this evening, and we praise you for your presence in this place. That the things that
I don't partake in prayer or pledges with tyrants.
pleased with what is said. That we only have as part of the agenda those things. Father God, we just ask that you bless each one of those ones. For their hard work that they put in. Father, we just thank you and give you praise and honor for you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
They all just lied to our flag. I will not stand with tyrants lying to our flag.
Services to our community in a fiscally responsible manner. Please call roll.
Councilmember Garza?
Here.
Councilmember Hicks?
Here.
Councilmember Lozano? Here. Councilmember Martin?
Here.
Councilmember Molina? Mayor Pro Tem Papadakis? Here. Mayor Kirby?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Moving on to citizen participation. And just so everyone's aware, all email correspondence received for citizen participation has been forwarded to each council member and will be copied and attached to the approved minutes of the meeting for public record.
So they're not going to read the emails either.
First, we have John Rich.
Thank you, Mayor. I have some recommendations for Kirby, Texas, in the financial relief. It was working. believe that annexing Sunrise.
You're not gonna be able to hear him because the microphone does not work,
I believe
and they don't care.
Annexing Sunrise Village for more funding for Kirby. That's what we call it.
I'm not getting kicked. Don't smile at me. I'm not getting kicked. Oh, you can. You can smile at me, but just don't be friendly to me. We're not getting kicked out here. I'm not getting kicked. We're not doing nothing. Okay? All right. Just point at me. Look at me right now.
All right, guys, here's the deal. So their microphone in there doesn't work. That means he's talking and nobody on YouTube can hear it. And they don't care. This has been going on for a year and they don't care because they want to do everything in their power to interfere with people's ability to speak and be heard. The city manager had a comment about my dress. He's an old white dude, probably racist as fuck. We're gonna find out later what he meant by what's up with your get up. Stay tuned, this shit's gonna be good. This citizen here can't hear what he's saying.
Expanded police and fire departments and shorter response times, the area could become a slow place. All of these ideas help grow into a better place for people. Our city income would allow for more expansion and the ability to make living even better.
That's our
And sir, what is
new
your
city
address?
manager and fat ass city attorney.
Thank you.
These notes have been put on the address.
Thank you. Next, we have Tori Reed. And sir, can you please state your address?
Mayor, will you state your address?
Sir, can you please state your address?
No, ma'am, it's a safety concern of mine. I don't want to state my address.
I'm sorry, sir, during this presentation, you have to state your address.
Name and address.
Well, name and address,
I'm sorry, you have not imposed this on the other people who've spoken, and according to your rules, it's supposed to preface their statements, correct?
sir. On that email, did it have the address on the email?
I'm not referring to that. The gentleman just spoke. You didn't ask for his address before he spoke.
I understand, I didn't want to stop him halfway through.
So you have viewpoint discrimination already.
So do you want to give your address? He was willing to give his address.
I'll
So
put-
yes or no?
The answer is.
No? Okay, thank you. So next we have,
Podium, sir.
next we have Patrick White.
Sir.
Some people don't have to give their address like this guy before he speaks.
Good evening, Mayor
Mayor's
and
buddy.
Council. Few things we need to do is if we're gonna pick and choose.
Sir, can you say your name and address, please?
Patrick White, 4839 Dickwood. If we're gonna pick and choose what we want to use and not use out of the charter, let's just burn the charter and not use it, period. We make up rules and we enforce the ones we want to that benefit us. That's all I'm gonna say about that right now. Let me see. Mr. Joe Molina, fortunately not here tonight. Well, I think the council should know that I warned y'all. I have time for my kids and researching. I know some of y'all's jobs, even when you work for the government. I know some of your pay rates. I also know that some of us have fetishes with porn, Mr. Molina. And the porn Mr. Molina likes looks like
Sir, you
it's...
should be addressing the entire council.
I'm addressing the council about a council member,
No specific
ma'am.
names, sir, the entire council.
Mr. Joe Molina likes to watch porn that has girls that look like they're being forced to do something.
Don't say his name. out
First
loud.
warning.
Just don't say his name. We know who you're talking about.
Per our ordinance, you cannot say his name. You have to address the entire council, please.
We know who
I was
you're-
addressing the council about a council member. Anyways, that's fine. So now, like I said, we're gonna pick and choose what we wanna enforce. Mayor, you're playing a dangerous game that's gonna backfire and gonna hurt you. If you continue to use viewpoint discrimination and you oppress my speech again, like you did a few meetings ago, I'm telling you, I'm going as far as I can with it. And that goes for the other 4 members of council that did the same thing. We need to either follow the rules or don't. We can't pick and choose when we want to because we're in our feelings because I got our boyfriend fired because he's a liar and a thief. We're feeling some type of way, address it with it. Instead of running from it and then getting up here and acting a certain type of way. It's not cool. It's not becoming. You're so worried about what the mayor of Bible thinks, start acting like it. You want to beat her so bad. Let's talk about now. There's a investment property company called Working Property Investments, which would happen to be a certain person on the board's landlord. That same company is the owners of Dean's Used Cars. It was a few meetings ago, we heard an email about Dean's Used Cars being broken into, blah, 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 all types of stuff was stolen and so on and so forth, which was probably an inside job. That's when a certain mayor, I won't say her name, wanted to bring in outside law enforcement because she felt that our police department couldn't do it, which would cost more to bring in outside police departments, even if it's for 2 or 3 days because they get paid more hourly. They're going to charge you an admin fee, commissioner's court, so on and so forth. It's going to cost you more than the raise you voted against for these fine officers we have. So, again, it doesn't bother us until it bothers us or until it's not in favor of somebody that benefits us. So, like I said, keep playing games, you're going to keep winning stupid prizes.
Thank you. Next we have Jack Miller.
Oh, yeah. Here.
My name is Jack Miller, and I live at 4839 Dick Gordon, here in Kirby, Texas. Thank you, council, for attending tonight. Well, everybody except for somebody that I can't say his name. Ridiculous. Y'all are not making this go away. I just made almost, I think, what are we up to, 4 or 5? 4 or 5?
I don't know.
Almost $500 since this meeting started. People giving me money because they like what they see here. They like the circus. In this circus, I'm just a monkey. We have a ringleader of this circus. No circus is any good without a ringleader. And we have one. Can't say the ringleader's name, circus rules. But we know who that ringleader is. Addressing the whole council, you're all guilty. Every single one of you. All the way from the left, all the way to the right. You're my friend. I'm not friends with officials. Let me say that again. I am not friends with officials. You're here to do a job. You're by the people. You're for the people. When you forget that, I show up. Oh, I can be friendly with you at any given moment. I can even vote for you like I voted for our mayor. Over my friend. When Garza and Ryder were running against each other, I promoted the mayor. So I get friendly to you, but I ain't not your friend. Don't ever think I am for a second. Anybody can get it. Cancel Zoom. I still want to know what the city manager thinks about my get up, as he said. What's up with your get up? Of course, when I asked him his opinion about it, he didn't want to talk no more. It's a guy you brought in, you better check him. he will become my hobby. Oh, already became my hobby. About this Zoom stuff, you can cancel Zoom, you can cancel emails, you can cancel people not being citizens. All you're doing is firing rockets at me. This is a First Amendment war. War. And you're firing rockets at me. They're missing. And they will continue to miss. And what happens when you fire rockets at your opposition during a war and you miss? They fire back. They fire way more back at you. This is what I do for a living. I'm in your backyard. All you have to do to solve this issue is let your citizens talk. Tonight you killed Zoom. There were 2 citizens. You'll get their identity. But you killed their ability to speak to you about legit city issues just to keep me and mine from talking. That's what you did. We're not going to get into the legality of it because criminal charges, we have no teeth. Civil lawsuits, we have no teeth. But I have teeth to make you sit here and listen to my people all night long. No emails, no Zoom, no problem. I'll take some of this money that they're sending me, and I'll pay homeless people that live in this city to come up here and waste your time. Speaking according to your rules. That's what the future holds. And it's not just council. This council sits on, people don't know, you sit on the senior citizen board. The same thing is going to happen there too. So get ready to kill all the ability to speak there too. Including your own citizens. Casualties of war is what I call them. And I apologize to the citizens that can't speak on Zoom tonight. They're watching my live stream. And citizens who got kicked off by the mayor and her little crony city manager over here, I apologize to you. You are a casualty of war. The mayor fired a rocket at free speech, and you were killed. I've told you guys over and over again, all you have to do is let your citizens speak. And I will shut up, wear regular clothes. Hell, I was kicked out of here because I took my shirt off the other day. It's not a violation of a rule that existed. The mayor just didn't like my body. Molina didn't like my body. He said my body offends him. Got it on video. This thing right here, the city attorney, I don't know her name. She said my body offends her. Should officials that represent the city tell fat white dudes that their body offends them? I think they certainly have a right to. After all, I comment about people's hair. I cancel. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Faye Kiln. Please state your address.
8492 Dearborn. I like what the first person that came up here was talking about. I could barely hear him, but I noticed that some of the things that he talked about was the police department and the fire department, and I really think that they all need a raise. They've done a good job here in Kirby. I've watched them. The performance for during Christmas was awesome. As far as them doing their job, they do their job, and they have their lives on the line right now. There's a lot of crime everywhere, and I've got to give to all the gentlemen that wear uniforms. I'm very, very proud. But as this goes on, some of the people would like more than 5 minutes to talk on the agendas. Unless you're going to separate these agendas and keep it at 5 minutes, to have one agenda for each meeting, that would be more appropriate. But to have 5 or 6 to talk about, the people here in Kirby does not have that time to express their feelings about it. I was impressed as far as bringing up, the pay and maybe adding on for the police department. I think that would be awesome. The fire department as well. Y'all are doing a good job as far as amending Acton Road, because, oh my gosh, that is horrible, and back and forth. But it is taking a little time to get that done, which, I don't know what the holdup was. We didn't have that much rain up until recently. As far as, some of the other stuff, I think that's great. It's, y'all are bringing up all to attention, but I didn't get to get into any of the details on some of the other ones that I would like to talk about. But like I said again, you know, if y'all can allow one out of these and come back and discuss the other ones, before we all make a decision on this, that would be awesome. That would be a lot more feedback. Y'all would have better people from the neighborhoods coming in and talking on property about this situation.
Red's not Jack's color, huh?
You have 4 on here. And like I said, I was impressed with y'all discussing about the police department and everything. So that to me made a big difference as far as, you know, if y'all could get some more policemen hired, that would be great too. You know, about the ones that are doing their best to keep up with the crime here in Kirby. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on, consideration of an action on minutes, regular minutes, November 9th, 2023. We actually need to bring that back, for our city secretary, to the next meeting. Moving on,
Fucking good.
presentation and update, 7A, discussion and update on Ackerman Road project. And also to all council members, can you lower your mics down, please, and make sure you speak into your mics?
No, I need to ask a question about the stuff that we were getting in the emails, of the written stuff. I didn't get all the I didn't get anything that was stating to me that, these weren't going to be read. So,
Actually, what we'll do is we'll continue to discuss that at 8.
okay, but I didn't read them is my point, if it's also citizens.
Mayor, this is a regular forum, he has to wait for the agenda item, or he has to be called upon to speak.
Understand, yes, we'll wait to 8C. Again, everybody in council did receive the emails, but we can have that discussion at 8C. Moving on to 7A, discussion and update on Ackerman Road project.
Good evening, Mayor. We're still trying, like I said the last time. Tomorrow, we're gonna place more local barriers on Ackerman Road to extend and protect the northbound all the way to City Road. On Monday, equipment will be mobilizing to do the milling of existing asphalt right at the intersection of Big Settlement and Ackerman Road, like I said the last time. We're gonna go ahead and install all the stone drainage.
Right there's Mr. Kenny Grimes. He is one of the mayor's people.
He's telling me that by December 1st, they'll be out of the project completely done. Estimated completion of the project at this time is June 2024. That's all I got. Any questions?
So we have a long weekend coming up, Thanksgiving weekend. I just want to be assured that you are going to have your flagman out during the day. And then also at night, is the intersection on Ben Zingleman and Ackerman Road going to be opened up?
That's correct.
It is going to be opened up.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
but you won't have, excuse me, and Carl Bank, the thing that you make.
Can you step to the microphone?
Sure.
Please.
Two things. One, of course, they won't be working Thanksgiving over the weekend.
Right.
So they will have barricades up and all that. They will have after-hour availability. If there's an issue, you can call somebody with the contractor. If there's an issue with barricades or anything else on there. But there won't be flagging out there at that time over the weekend. The second thing, AT&T is almost finished with their work. It's supposed to be finished this week. And that was one of the reasons why the contractor couldn't do the work there at the big intersection with Africa. So they're going to be finally finished this week with all the work, so that it allows the contractor to start his real work on the roadway.
That's correct. I updated the safety plan, and the safety plan, you will find my phone number is pretended.
No zone.
The foreman who is available 24 hours a day, is Mr. Jose Ceguera. He's the one responsible for maintaining all the devices in the financial traffic. I copied the city manager via email, and in case of any emergencies, they can contact either one of us. I'm not going anywhere, so I'll be local in San Antonio, so if anything, I'll be here. Okay?
And what was the date that you said that the asphalt was gonna be done?
We anticipate by December 17th?
Yes, their audio sucks.
Yeah, at the latest. At the latest, December 17th, we wanted to do it no later than the middle of December. And then, because of the holidays.
Okay.
Yes.
This is for Mr. Bain. Mr. Bain, here, when we started this project, I asked you, was there any possibility of putting some line in there to stabilize this road? You never got back to me. You said it's always a possibility. I mean, Mr. Medina's always talking about actually, we don't stabilize this black man. This road's gonna be back to the other road in no time.
Well, we, have, of course, there was a pavement design, and I'll go and look at it again and get back with you on that. There's one for pavement design from the geotech.
This guy here.
I am following that design for the pavement design.
Is that all?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions about Akron Road? And I did send an email today about, puppy power.
Yes.
So if someone could get back with her,
If it's
regarding
reference-
the email.
Excuse me. If it's in reference, for the monies that she's asking, I already sent it to our people and the company. And they have told me that she's going to reimburse for the other monies that she spent. That's not the only case. We have a second case where a lady, lost the bumper, and we are taking care of her too. All right?
Thank you. Okay, moving on to 7B, discussion and update on police stats. Chief?
You can flip it for me? Should be the other one in there.
Justin.
All right, so I wanted to go over this year's stats from January until most recent. Go ahead, go to the next one. Some of the concerns that we've received and I've overheard here in council is there high crime, or even on the streets, I just kind of want to address some of these. Is there high crime in Kirby, number one? Are the officers patrolling the streets? How many officers are patrolling the streets, and is code enforcement being completed? Go to the next one. Now, the way I did the stats here today, I did not go into every single crime, but just to put it in perspective, we've had 69 burglaries since January. Our population is approximately 8,100, and less than 1% of that was burglaries. That's how low our crime is. Now, the other thing I wanted to discuss is we're going to see in the news, we keep getting that we're number 3. on the high crime rate, but it's also done per capita, so those numbers are completely off. We don't have the population, so this is the most accurate data you're gonna get from our stats. Less than 1% of our population has a burglary. For thefts, it's 1.8%. For accident is 1.36. Now, our code enforcement is one of the highest per population because we have a lot of concerns in reference to our code that we have to address. It's been let go. So that's going to continue to be high as long as we're proactive in fixing our environment. Disturbances, that's the second highest that I brought up. We go to a lot of verbal, non-violent disturbances. A lot of arguing, a lot of scary moments, nothing physical, but those are the most calls that we go to. The violent disturbance only make up 0.6%. That is when things get very physical and we're having to intervene. Robberies, we've only had 3 since January. Now, robbery could be somebody got injured when a purse snatching, it could be also mean a gun was presented and somebody brought something or took something from someone. Some force was used during that. Now, homicides, we haven't had any in several years, and that means over 7 years. Now, traffic stops, I cannot give you per population because it is very hard to determine who's a resident and not. I can say factually, majority of the stops that we make are not citizens from here. And our welfare concerns are either a parent who's looking for their child, or they're concerned that maybe they're saying suicidal threats, or maybe they want us to just check up on the elderly, or we do check up on an elderly person. But go back. To review, that's only 3% of our population. So that's the third largest that we go to, where we're checking up on our citizens. Go ahead and change. Now, our citations as of this year, and it's gone up since I did this, but it is 1472. And as you see on the number of traffic offense, my officers write more warnings than citations, which is a good thing for me. That means they're weighing out the options, they're making sure they're not being completely authoritarian, they're thinking of the citizens before they hand that out. Now, as far as non-traffic offenses, which could be code, it could be anything that might not be moving violation, we're at 139, and parking offenses is 13. Go ahead. Now, a reason I'm going to bring up a couple charts for y'all and make it quick, but since 2020, if you see a gradual change from 2020 to 2021, that is when COVID occurred. Everything skyrocketed as far as calls for service and incidents that we had to do. But as you can see, between 2022 and 2023, we are going downhill, that means less incidents and less calls being dispatched. Go ahead. Now, I did give some stats of what we've dealt with this year and the last couple of years. As you can see, the DWIs have gone down. The traffic accidents have gone down. The unauthorized use has gone down. The vehicle impounds have also gone down. The theft of vehicles have gone down. Each year now, again, you're going to see a spike always between 2021 and 2022 because of the issues with COVID. A lot more calls, a lot more things to be handled. Go ahead. I don't know. Is that you? Thank you. As far as our death scenes, non-homicides, we deal with that, seems like to me, at least once a month. But we've gone down on those as well, which is a blessing. Criminal trespass has gone down from the previous 2 years. Fraud is the only thing that has gradually gone up. Paying attention, mail fraud, people using identity for their own benefit, those things have completely shot up. Disturbances, as you can see, we're at an all-time high with us between 2021 and 2022, and they're coming back down, which is a good thing. Evading, people aren't running from us as much, which is nice. Missing person has gone down from last year, and unlawful carry, it's almost 0 to 9. It's gone down completely. Go ahead. This is our code compliance map. Now, one of the concerns I wanted to address, I put up here at least 5 different maps from 5 different calls that we handle. That is not all of the calls. It's just to show to the citizens that we are active in every part of this city. As of January this year, this is the color code for that map. You might see some dots that have multiple. That's because we've addressed different things or maybe in multiple situations in that street. We have touched every single street in this community in reference to code. Do you have any questions for that? No? Okay. Can the next one? Traffic stops. Now, the one thing that I truly believe, especially at night, they do patrol every street. They do go out there. I saw that on the GPS, and for some reason I could not copy that to show you. But this is where they're stopping people. Now, the main thoroughfares is Ben Zingelman, Ackerman, and 78. In the middle of the night, at 2 o'clock in the morning, or when they have patrolled the streets and they haven't found anything, they will go to the main thoroughfares to keep people out. If you're up to no good, at least we're more visible in the boundaries. So you're gonna see a lot more in that area. It's a lot more packed with population for them to work. Go ahead. Disturbances. These are the ones that we go to on a constant basis. Since January, we've gone to almost every street as well. Go ahead. And these are our suspicious. Every time somebody calls in or we see something suspicious, we go to them. So that's what the map looks like since January. Do I have any questions? I think I have welfare. Go ahead.
Yeah, why are we on the other side of the park? Like, it looks like we're in Sunrise on that one dot.
So what ends up happening is everything is put on an address, right? So if they see something occur in our city and they're still moving and not stopping, and they decide to stop over there on that side, it'll show that pinpoint where they stopped, not where it began.
So this is not, okay, so the suspicious activity didn't happen in these dots, it happened somewhere else, and then
No.
moved the dot.
No, so wherever they landed and where they saw it. So suspicious could be they got called to that address and they stopped there, right? But if it's a self-initiated activity, like you see one outside the boundaries of Kirby, it more than likely started inside and it moved out.
Okay, so how many of these actually happened in Kirby at that location, and how many moved?
That would be an impossible data for me to show.
Okay, well then, okay, thanks.
Any other questions on suspicious? Go ahead. And these are our welfare concerns. Any questions on welfares or anything that I put out? This is the last slide. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Moving on to 17,
Chief Caprona.
update on ability to lease out the zipper machine. I believe this was worded wrong. So we're gonna have to bring this back to the next meeting. It's actually, so for the next agenda, for the next meeting, it's actually for us to choose streets
Yes,
to use the zipper machine
yeah, train personnel.
and train personnel. So we'll put that on for the next one. Okay. Moving on to 7D, update on usage of ARPA funds and spending deadline. We actually have to move that one also because, we need to do some further research. Our financial consultant, our new city manager, they have some things they have to work out to make sure we provide accurate numbers. Yes. Okay, so we'll move that to a later date. All right, now moving to 8. A, discussion and possible action on change order 3 and 5 for Ackerman Road project. Yes, sir. You want to wait till they get up there? Oh, okay. You want to speak first, or you want to go ahead, Councilman.
I want to ask you a quick question.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Banks, on this, for change number 3, we asked the last time, you would ask if they would split the cost with us.
Hold on, Mr. Martin, I believe it's change order number 2, I just want to be sure we're all on the right one. Is this the one about the police, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
It's change order number 3, right?
Yeah, it says number 2 on this one, I just want to be sure we know what we're talking
I
about.
said, I agree on mine.
That's my experience.
All reason I'm asking this, because we voted it down. And I'm not sure we can bring it back to this time. There's not an agreement, just put it off. That's why I'm asking this question.
Okay, so, we asked, and he wanted to come up and explain it. Of course, the last time, he wasn't here to explain it. So, the contractor is up here trying to explain why he leaves to do this month. Now, of course, it's up to you to decide on there. And
Can you speak into the mic?
I'm sorry.
Yes, please.
Sorry. So, you can ask him also to split it, but let him explain why he feels he should do it. So I'm gonna go to convert them.
They did notify me that you, the council, wanted to split the expenses in half, and I answered to Mr. Daniel saying that no.
Nobody can hear him.
First, because the previous city manager approved it in a meeting. We discussed it. We said, the deal is.
I'm sorry, can you hold on one moment, because what's gonna happen is, okay, go ahead.
The deal was, because at that time we had police officers present full-time at the intersection of Vincent and Akron Road. And you say, well, if I allow you to close from Cinderella to Kings Engelman, you don't need that police officer anymore. So, you can go ahead and do that. Which, we did remove the police officer, and we went ahead and sent the change order since we already had it approved. The second reason was we already spent, at that time in August, over $25,000. And flag persons, we had two full-time on the project, trying to help with the traffic problems that we have in our area. The third reason I don't remember, but I did answer to payment in advance, and now we accept that.
What is the last change order that was voted on? I thought that was 2, was it not, or?
Two was the project signs.
That was number 2.
Was there 2? Okay.
Well, yeah, this one actually
I'm
says,
thinking-
the close of full press for change order number 2.
3's with the police.
Three is
Okay.
the police, yeah.
Okay.
And then 4, I think he's already approved 4.
Yes, we approved
So that's the last one we did was 4, right? Okay.
This is like on YouTube, it's going.
Oh, no,
it's
that's
going
what I'm
nuts.
saying.
Nobody's gonna be able to hear anything you're saying.
So,
So I can see if maybe calls or anything.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, might be yours. There's one I know that's kind of, well, yeah, it seemed like it's had issues out.
pull it out.
Yeah, oh, it's on the back, it's on the back.
But
Yeah, we'll just share mics. I mean, trust me, we're gonna hear about that later. Okay, thanks. We apologize, please continue.
Well, I really don't have anything else. That's all.
I understand where it's coming from. First of all, he had no authority to approve anything over $20, anything over $50. We should have called a special meeting to get approval. Second thing is, the reason I asked for half is because maybe we can get away with it. But, what I'm afraid of, and I have to deal with the city manager, is that since we denied it, was it 3 months before it could come back? That's what I'm asking, or 6 months, what is it?
No, it can't come back. This is the problem. It can't come back. So this is what, so from my understanding, we were asking them, would they, like you say, pay half? It wasn't a vote saying, no, like, we're just gonna not pay them. I mean, we can't do that. So, but the question was, they came back and they said no. So, Councilor Martin, Carson.
Okay, so, yeah, the reason that we were kind of like apprehensive to approve all this is because exactly like Mr. Martin said, the city manager's approval really only extends up to $10,000. So we had no idea, I mean, most of us had no idea that this was actually happening. And then when we got the bill for it, the change order, we were like, wait a minute, you know, it just seemed like it, you know, like it shouldn't happen without a special meeting and a vote. That's the only reason why we were apprehensive about it. However, I am looking at this, I don't know why, but I thought that it come out also on the order totals. I'd have to look at my stuff that I was given, you know, weeks ago about this, but I thought it was like 60 plus, and this was only showing 36.
So far, we spent $74,000 in police officers.
Okay, 74. So this is inaccurate. Is that correct? Because this one's only showing 36.
That was only until August of this year. Those are charges until August.
Okay, and then hold on one last thing. Also, I mean, it was stated to us that now after this we would not have an officer, or we would not be paying for an officer or flagger after this. Is that correct?
That is correct. Flyers, you don't pay anything as part of the contract.
Okay. But yeah, but we won't have any more officers because I mean, 74,000. It's a lot for a single person, especially since you know.
$74,000 for an off-duty officer for construction.
Tomorrow, while we're placing the loan profiles, you're gonna see a police officer present.
Okay.
And if we don't have a police officer present, it's a big challenge everybody, even the police.
Understood.
It's very, it's a safety issue. That is.
Yeah, it's just for 74,000, I feel like we could have hired a full-time flagger, or you know, we didn't necessarily have to have an officer. From what I was reading, you know, it wasn't a requirement, so that's the only thing. If this was approved by our previous manager, though,
Boy,
there's
they're
really
running
not
up that
much
check.
we can say about that. I mean, right? Yeah, there's, you know, it's not your fault that
They need an
yes,
officer
and
for
we
that
had no clue
construction.
on it. I mean, there were a lot of things that were kind of falling through the cracks on that end.
So
that
they
we
say.
didn't know anything about. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Thank you.
I'm sorry about that.
Councilor Martin.
Yes, sir. I would just like to make a statement. If this was to happen again, I would like for our off-duty police officers to be able to make that money instead of hiring outside. You know, they'll take 2 or 3 times to pay. You know, and I mean, we have to pay, there's no doubt about that. But if it happens again, we please give our officers an opportunity to take it.
By all means, I.
That's not a bad idea.
I was told there was not enough,
Okay, that's fine.
to go around.
Right, and that's correct. We were actually, they were short.
Yeah.
There was not.
Here she
they
goes
were
with her
already saying,
excuses.
"Oh, yeah, 2 hours of sleep." I mean, we're
Yeah.
getting.
I know, but the schedule's changed now, and they get their days off.
Right, but they schedule was changed because now they said that it's helping their quality of life. So we don't want to take that away from them.
I will give the opportunity.
But I'm just saying, that this thing is, you can't be it both ways. You can't say you want to do this and then all of a sudden our quality of life. You can't have it both ways. You know, you want to sleep or you don't want to sleep.
They all got jobs. All
Hey.
got jobs.
Wow.
You want to sleep or you don't want to sleep. That's how I feel
That's
about it.
up to them.
No, it's not up to them. It's actually up to the chief and the city manager.
Well, right, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's all.
So are we going to the change
Fucking
order 3?
clowns.
Go ahead.
So this change order number 3, it's up until August 21st, correct? So, are you saying then there's an additional 30-some thousand?
That we already spent.
From August 22nd through
23rd,
August 23rd
until now.
until now, till, November.
2 months.
So that's another 37,000 that we should be receiving another, change order or another statement for us?
Yes, I would like to tell you that, okay? But I have bus process that, my boss can tell me, hey, you need to send a bill. As far as I'm concerned, I would not send you another bill for police officers. That was the understanding we had with the city manager, and I will honor that.
This is all we're gonna.
Yes.
For the entire project.
For the entire project.
Okay.
Can I say one caveat?
Okay.
Mike, please.
One caveat would be if something comes up during the project and we all agree that there's an issue that needs to be done and we bring it before you to be approved beforehand, that would be a possibility. And I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but if we get it pre-approved, whatever it is, we may have to.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Councilman Martin?
Now, I'll make a motion. I move what you said, change order number 3, the increase $36,100.
Right. No, it's 36,000.
Y'all put the other money there. Yeah, we're not.
Okay. I'm trying to understand, thank you.
Mayor, are you gonna do two separate motions for the one item, order 3 and 5?
So are we doing 3 and 5? We're not doing,
We need to discuss that.
we haven't done,
We need to discuss that.
okay. So, okay.
Okay, so on the change order 5, the sanitary sewer lateral, we have a unit price in the contract, and that's what we're gonna use, right?
Okay, so we're gonna talk about change order 5 now?
No, there's a motion.
No, we're on this, we have a motion, so we're doing 3 right now.
This,
Correct?
Yes.
We're on 3.
so you're gonna handle 3 first, and then we'll talk about change order 5.
If racism was a person,
Yes, correct. But I just want to make sure you're talking about 5, correct?
Yeah, I thought it was because it's.
Okay. All right, so we have 3, and we had a motion for, by Councilman Martin, we have a second.
Yeah, I second it.
Oh, all right. So we have a motion to accept change order number 3, $36,154.98. First by Councilmember Martin, second by Councilmember Garza. Please call roll.
Councilmember Molina. Councilmember Martin.
Yes.
Councilmember Lozano. Yes. Councilmember Dick.
Yes.
Councilmember Garza.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Apodaca.
Yes.
Mayor Gurley.
Yes. That passes. Now moving on to change order 5.
Okay, for change order number 5, we have the subcontractor, Justin Nowaski, and he's the one that's installing the storm sewer and also will be doing the sanitary sewer work. And we do have a unit price for laterals and for cleanouts on there, but the subcontractor felt that that price wasn't fair for what he's having to do for the work. So I'm gonna let him explain his reasoning for that, why, if that was so long.
Yeah. Before he comes in,
there is not a phone in here.
I want to,
There is not a phone in here.
there's 1,500 linear feet of sanitary sewer services that we have to replace. That will, it's about 87 households that we have to go and replace their pipe from the clean out at the edge of the property all the way to the sanitary sewer main. That's what those 20.
That's one of my baby mamas.
When we did the job, they did the job, my subcontractor ran to did the job. He looked at the drawings and he established a price per linear foot for the pipe and per clean out on each of the locations. Just wanted to tell you that, okay? And this, Mr. Nowatzki,
They want. Can you hear me? You don't want to hear me? He's not my friend. LOL. LMAO. He's not my friend. LMAO. Look, they're shutting the doors. They're shutting the doors. That's so funny.
Now we're having to go deeper, and then we have to go through, you have existing asbestos pipe running through, and then we have gas main.
That's the guy that did not give his address when he first started talking. He's the one that says the prayers for the meeting.
To the main sanitary sewer line. So it's taking longer because we don't want to damage anything. We have to go deeper, so we're still within code. So it's using more pipe because you're going deeper now, and you're kicking over, and so that's where.
Oh, where did he go?
And then now you're going to be over that 1,500 linear square foot sewer line that's going to use more pipe. So on the drawings, we know they're not the best drawings. We know that they were not done 100% as far as they don't give you the depth of what the existing was. They don't give you the depth of what you want the new ones to be alcohol and then when you broke ground, so we're going to figure it out. Therefore, that's why we.
They're talking about bullshit right now. Just bullshit.
At a standard depth, you only need to be 4 feet, they're between 3 and 4 feet, far down.
All right, guys. Right now they're just talking about bullshit. They're talking about fucking roads in Kirby, and everybody, all the Kirby residents know that they don't give a flying fuck about our roads. I mean, I could show you canyons in our streets, okay? Canyons and potholes, and I mean,
Of course they're not gonna read those emails.
some places you have to drive a fucking 4-wheel drive to get down the street when it rains. And they're in there talking about fixing the fucking roads. Anyway, so for y'all of y'all that didn't catch it in the beginning, and there's going to be more shit. One of the council people, if you guys go to the Kirby live stream, it's City of Kirby, and they have a live stream running, so you can catch that. And I know you can barely hear, but when the council people talk, like when the people at the podium talk, that microphone doesn't work. And hold on. We need to come up with a saying. Remember, hey guys, help me out here. Remember when in Leon Valley, when we were out on the sidewalk and we were saying, "Fire Joe, Fire Joe, Fire Joe Salvaggio." Remember that? We need to come up with something here. Now, we have the mayor, that's the main tyrant. We have, her name is Janisha Grider. Janisha Grider. Well, we can say their names outside the building.
No, you can't say them.
But while we're in the building, we can't say their names. Apparently. That's a new rule. You can't say the council person's name at a public meeting. If you're criticizing their official acts, you cannot say their name. Anyway, y'all help me. Y'all help me come up with a saying that we can say outside while we're protesting concerning the mayor, Janisha Grider. Okay, so let's come up with something. Maybe y'all can use the Chat GPT or something like that. Post it here. Let's see if we use it or not. By the way, I had a contest on one of the live streams. I was offering one of my a book that I have, Sex Over 50, and also a shirt. And the book was autographed. We did have a winner on that, and I've sent that book out. So and the shirt. So anyway, yeah. So let's come up with a good saying, and if we use your saying in our protest out here, we will send you an autographed copy of my book, Sex After 50, and also a T-shirt, a Protect Free Speech T-shirt. So anyway, help me come up with something to say. For those of you that missed it earlier, my producer here, Patrick. Okay, we got Blue Lives Matter. Right? And
Hey,
we
don't
have,
give my name. It's a safety concern.
and then also we have, I didn't give your address. And then we have
Desert Goat.
Desert Goat here. Come on, man. You know your address is 4839 Dick Gordon. They didn't have to ask me twice to give my address. I'll give it 2, 3, 4 times. Do you need to hear it again?
Did you point out the extra waste of police in there? Because they feel...
Oh, yeah. They got all these cops here. Does that look familiar? All the cops. They got a bunch of cops here at the council meeting. They loaded the place up with cops. Does that remind you of anything? Can anybody say Leon Valley? Remember them when they were bringing a bunch of cops in the council meeting because when they were at war with us and the First Amendment? Remember that? So they're doing the same thing here.
There's less seating. They moved the road back.
Yeah, and so this council, this mayor, no more Zoom. So you can't attend by Zoom. They're not reading emails anymore. And they took seating out of there. They removed a whole row of seats for, no apparent reason. So, yeah. No fat shaming Grider, no fat shaming Grider, no fat shaming Grider. Okay, that's pretty good, but I'm looking for some other stuff as well. Something we can use in a protest out here to yell. Like fuck Janisha Grider! Something like that. But, more professional.
Wait till I open the door and go back in.
More professional.
Wait till I open the door and go back in.
I don't know who the fuck said that. Who said that?
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Who said that? We ran him off. Some dude ran up here and said fuck Janisha Grider, and we ran him off. Here comes wait. Y'all recognize that cop? He came out here. He heard somebody yell. Did you hear what they said? Yeah. No, they said fuck Janisha Grider. We ran him off though immediately. We're not tolerating any of that kind of First Amendment shit here. Not in this city. Anyway, yeah, that's one of the many police officers they have here at the council meeting. Just like Leon Valley loaded their council meeting up with cops before they learned their lesson. They got cops here. I will say though that the cops, they're doing a fair job. They're not getting involved. They're remaining neutral.
No, I'm gonna pull back on that.
The police chief, however, I don't know what's going on with her. Remember last meeting, the police chief told me that she was going to arrest me if I laughed or talked. So I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. She must have been smoking some crack or something.
Well, they haven't officially filed my police report, but the mayor knows about it already. Imagine that.
Oh yeah. They haven't filed his police report on the mayor committing crimes, but the mayor knows about it already. The mayor got told about it. Yeah. So anyway, hey man, if anybody runs up here and says fuck Janisha Grider, I'll let them know to get the fuck out of here. No worries. I won't hurt them.
Fuck Janisha. Don't tell me to leave. I made sure the door was open when I said it. I don't really care. Is she gonna treat me that way? I'm gonna treat her that way.
Fuck! Did he come back? Fuck Janisha Grider!
You're wrong.
Can I have a cigarette? Can I have a cigarette?
I quit over a year ago.
Oh fuck, you quit? Can I have some marijuana? I know you smoke that dope. You smoke that dope? You smoke that wacky tobacco? Come on, man. Give me some. We going to the truck to get some marijuana? Where is it at? You keep it in the tire? I just want some marijuana, man. You got any? You got some right there? No? I guess not. He kind of, I know guys, from the side he looks like Ted Nugent. Are you a Ted Nugent fan? Come on, Mr. Shaw. Are you a Ted Nugent fan? Hey, can you tell my audience your address? Can you share with my audience where you live?
Well, my address.
Yeah, your address.
Is going to be up your ass in about 2 minutes.
Your address is going to be up my ass? Where are you going? I would love for you to put something up my ass, man.
Have a great day.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put something up my ass. Oh, he said he was. Oh, good Lord. He said my address is gonna be up your ass. Huh?
Mute that for a minute.
Hold on, guys. I gotta have a conversation. Hold on. I gotta have a top secret conversation. Hold on, just a second. Guys, I'm gonna have a conversation over here, but I'm gonna leave the phone here so you guys can kind of see inside. I'm trying to find a place to put it. I don't know where I can actually put it. Oh, you know what? I could probably have it right here. Yeah, that works. I got it right there facing the officer. Hey, let's get away.
Jack Miller molests goats. Jack Miller molests goats.
Fuck the mayor! Who wouldn't be a little depressed when you find out you got cancer? Huh? Who thinks that they would get a notice from a doctor, find out from the doctor that you've got cancer and not be, look,
The mayor's hair looks like shit. Give a shot to Sally Hip.
Some clown back there yelling, the mayor's hair looks like shit. Give a shot to Sally Hitt. She's an alcoholic.
Can you repeat that statement, sir? The mayor's hair looks like shit.
Up and down.
That mayor.
Being a white person. Nothing, what you doing? What you doing? That sounds refreshing. He looks like he's straight out of 1967.
always worried when I see y'all. I said, I always worried when I see y'all coming out. I'm like, oh shit, they sent him out here to do some very weird. I'm not filming right now. My camera's over here.
That's how it was. It started with my projection, couldn't breathe, the dude. Now I got the heart. But I got this good old incident.
No trust can have his email with it. But then, again, I say, hey, and I was about to say, if someone wants to take this, and they're going to want to next week, and they have a good deal. I mean, that's systematic. And that right there shows up. They got to see that right before you. A lot of names, as soon as I show the code, you have to give your name and your going to be told. You didn't think, well, I didn't want to interrupt you, so you don't have a problem interrupting me. But you didn't even interrupt me. I'm like, all it's going to do is actually compliment one of these officers. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to let Detective Body speak that to be honest with you. Because he has some fucking city code. When you go,
I see you walk in the warehouse. Anywhere else there?
The QT?
Sir, you're welcome.
I was gonna assist y'all in patting her down. I'll pat her down later. Damn it, this is my opportunity. There's some guy that keeps running up and saying, fuck the mayor, we're loud, we're trying to catch him. We ran him off twice. Yeah, yelling at him. Couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear it? Yeah, we're trying to find him. Whoa. That's why we're out there. We're trying to find him. We said none of that free speech shit here, motherfucker. No, he just walked up. He said, fuck the mayor. No, he said, fuck Tanisha Ryder. Fuck the police. We told him none of that free speech shit here, motherfucker. We'll be on the lookout. Got to whisper in there or I'll get kicked out of the meeting. We told him that I told the cop that there was a guy that ran up to the parking lot and he said, fuck Janisha Grider, fuck the mayor and fuck the police. And we're waiting for him. We're all out here in the parking lot waiting for him. We ran him off. We said none of that free speech shit in this fucking city. So we're on the lookout. Y'all watch your back. Y'all watch your back in case this guy runs up again.
Fuck the police.
I tell you what.
Nah, he said it a lot louder. That was you. I know that was you. I know that was you. You're trying to trick me into running over to those cars over there.
He was right behind that one right there, the one with the lights on it.
I wonder if he's got his bucket. Well, I'm sure he's got his door unlocked. But get on the PA and say it.
Go check it.
Did you see the smiley face I got put on that car over there with the
Oh,
lights
you
on?
can do it. I mean, they should have their vehicles secure. They should have all their vehicles secure when they're out here. They got weapons and shit in them, so they should be secure. And that one is secure. Let's check this one. Make sure this one is secure. That one is secure. All right. They're secure. Everybody's car should be secure, really. We don't want nobody breaking into cars out here. You know, guys, leaving your car unlocked is just asking for theft.
Heads up.
And it's not fair to the other citizens because when you leave your cars unlocked and thieves think they have easy targets and they start breaking into all kinds of other motherfuckers. That's the city manager's car? Oh, this is that white dude, that racist looking motherfucker that looks like he's straight out of 1960s Selma. Looks like he's is that KKK? Oh no, that's UK. I don't know what UK stands for. And he's an A&M graduate as well. Yeah.
Prairie View?
I don't know, Prairie View. This is like a lot of A&M graduates. But yeah, you want to make sure that your cars are locked. Registration on this one is 524. So the registration is current. Does he got a front plate on his car? He does, okay, because the Texas law provides that you have to have a license plate on the front of your car. So he looks like he's not riding dirty. He's a white dude, man. He ain't gonna be riding dirty. He's a fucking white dude. Looks like he's from 1960 Selma, Alabama. He ain't gonna be riding dirty.
Front window look pretty dark. He looked like a Guadalupe County type fella to me.
Guadalupe?
Yeah.
You think he's Guadalupe County?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
Well, go check his registration. It tells you.
What makes you think? I know, but what makes you think that he would be a?
Run his registration.
What? I don't even know how to do. How do you do that?
Get his license plate.
Any of y'all dirty cops that watch my live stream, can y'all like do me a little something?
Just shine the license plate.
And you know, it's already on there.
Do it again.
You know. Can y'all run a plate for me? Some of y'all dirty cops. The plate number is SUCKMYDICK.
All one word.
All you bad cops, can you punch that into your computer and run it and see what it comes back to? SUCKMYDIK.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, they're terrible in there.
Tell me about it.
Horrible.
Yeah, that's okay, because some guy keeps running up here and yelling real loud. Fuck Janisha Grider. We ran hey, we ran him off twice. We said none of that free speech bullshit in this city. Hey, wait till stay tuned. That's all I gotta say. Stay tuned. Can I have a light, please?
You just had a lighter.
Bro, I gave it right back to you, man. Patrick being stingy with the lighter.
Probably put it in the fucking John's car.
Patrick being stingy with the lighter.
Probably put it in John's car.
So there really ain't, we're just kind of hanging out right now. We're going to go back into the meeting here in a little bit, but especially for closing arguments, that's where the city council gets to, you know, take the stage at the end of the meeting, and they get to run their fucking gums. They get to open up their dick holsters and say stupid shit. Like the mayor at the last meeting took 20 minutes. She ran her cock holster for fucking 20 minutes talking about bullshit. So we're gonna definitely go in for that and check that out. Yeah. Oh, there's Mr. Grimes. He came up here the last meeting. He said, "Where's that jackass that brings guns in the fucking?" Mr. Grimes, let me help you to your car, brother. Let me help you. I'm just helping you to your car, man. Make sure you don't fall or get assaulted or get robbed or anything like that. Somebody might want to take those Beats by Dre off your head. We don't want that to happen. Oh, he has a shirt on that says circus. I think it says circus. That's appropriate for the council meetings, because it is a circus. Yeah, he doesn't like me at all either. He doesn't like any kind of people up here doing free speech. That's the next fucking shooter right there. That's the next fucking shooter right there, boy. Let me tell you. That's the next shooter. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's the next shooter. Gotta watch that guy. You see his hair? That's no. Yeah, so we're gonna be going in there later to catch the closing arguments. When all the council people open up their cock holsters and spew stupid shit out of their mouths.
And so it's legible. Right. And
yeah, he's gonna put his mask on when he gets in the car because he's a fucking smart dude.
Oh. Grimes?
Yeah, Grimes. His name is Grimes. His last name is Grimes. Oh yeah, I gotta remind me to start asking people for their addresses.
oh, you have to come in. I said, no, don't give me that.
Janisha Grider needs a man to ride her. I would love a First Amendment shirt, Jack.
4 hours later, he goes, I got your email.
Offer him some boot polish.
She's already sent you my email on her day off.
He needs some lubricant for his throat.
The third letter of the first is C.
112 Bowman.
Hey, don't be flirting with him. Don't be flirting with him.
Girl, be quiet.
I'll fall for a fucking divorce.
You heard me?
I will fall for a divorce.
Toot. What's the address?
Hey,
112?
you ever? I'll cover that. 11.
200 North Cove.
Is it 112? 112 Bauman. B-A-U-M-A-N. B-A-U-M-A-N.
M-A-N. Okay, let's go to address.
Guys, do you know who this is?
Two, sis.
Do you know what this is?
No, they don't.
Look at that fine specimen of a black queen.
Oh,
Look at
my stomach hurt from these
Look
pants.
at that shit. Look at
Why
that
you
shit.
not recording the stuff?
Look at that shit right there.
You supposed to be in there recording.
Hey, Dawson.
You out here bull
What y'all think about that?
Play real quick, bro. What's up? I need a return on this.
You getting out of here?
I just want to make sure it's not stolen.
You getting out of here?
It looks suspicious.
Yeah, you ain't even send me my money. This going on YouTube.
Huh?
that's going on YouTube.
My whole audience is watching. Tell them hi.
Pornhub.
Tell them hi. Hi.
We need more
Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Tell me who you love.
You be going overboard. You
All
need the address?
Oh. Hey,
What?
Patrick. Let me mute this right quick.
What?
But I muted the microphone. They can't hear nothing. So now they can hear something. So don't be fucking telling me how much you want me. Hey, the mic's on. Don't be saying anything, nasty to me. Yep. Hey, who has a better ass, Patrick or T?
Oh, it's 4238.
Yeah, Edwina Hewitt. If I can get some money raised, I definitely will bring some homeless people to this fucking meeting to speak.
His address.
See, I was like, man, what the hell you put Purdy?
Yeah, guys, I know times are hard and everything, and it's all good. I don't do a lot of e-begging, but man, if I can get some money raised, I definitely will bring some motherfuckers up in here. And I got friends and activists that are gonna come, and people that are gonna come, and stuff like that. But I'd love to load this motherfucker up with about 5 to 10 homeless people up here talking shit. So.
He did not say that.
Yeah. Bring them all.
But he's a citizen reporter, and he's
Yeah, Jacko. This city does have some homeless, but we live in San Antonio. San Antonio has a huge homeless population.
I sent it.
Thank you, man.
And
hey, you got it.
I got it.
one of them I actually.
From Patty.
I told you.
You understand.
Thank you, man.
obviously, you've been victimized.
When are we gonna do this
Anybody
again?
want to replenish my cash app? There you go. That's it right there.
Yeah, put it on
replenish,
you.
replenish
put it on
the
this
cash
side.
app.
They say you
Even if
fine
you're
as
clean,
fuck.
Squeaky clean, they gonna look for anything.
Move, Jack.
Replenish the cash
They
app.
say you fine as fuck.
Come on, y'all.
Margarita, he gonna open his
Replenish the cash app. Jack got me spending money I ain't got.
Yeah.
For a while.
Give her one glass of water, she gonna give you some head.
That's a lie.
Typically, bonds.
Give her one bag of Cheetos, she gonna open her leg.
Hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos.
In the 50-cent bag.
In the 50-cent bag.
With a sour
What does 50 Cent got to do with anything? See, I always bring up 50 Cent.
Here's your bond.
He said, give me your address. He said, 422.
Oh, I sure did.
That's so funny.
You ain't gotta ask me twice.
Then he was scratching his wig. I'm like, this is funny as
That
hell.
shit,
told him about that. I said, Patty.
They do itch.
They do.
You gotta
They
pat
itch,
it.
man. They itch like
Yeah.
a
Patty, bro.
motherfucker.
If you gonna do it, do it right.
They itch like a motherfucker, them wigs. I don't envy y'all girls, man. I don't envy y'all girls. That fucking wigs itch like a motherfucker. Is your shit glued in?
Nuh-uh. Oh, no, it's only glued at the top.
At the
I
top,
braided
yeah.
my hair to the back with big ass braids
Hey,
I got in my hair.
I got some glue at the house.
I got glue.
I was gonna use glue, but I don't need to use it. My big fat head keeps that wig on. Hurricane could knock it off.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Homeless hippie. I ain't got no money, but I
Give
had
me
that
one
set aside for
margarita.
me. And that guy, I told him, I said, look, I understand.
You are looking extra cute tonight, though.
This is my work shit.
I know, but it looks
well,
good
see,
though.
For me, the only time I've ever paid bail was when they towed my car to, because those fees.
I need to know when they. Hey, thank you for coming. By the way, seriously, thank you for coming.
I know, it was
It
fun.
meant a lot. Thank you.
You over here fucking with these people.
Oh yeah.
They need more people to
Hey,
speak.
you got to see it live. They get to see it live. What did you just say just now? What did you just say just now?
They need more people to speak.
They need more people to speak. You heard it from T. You heard it straight from T. They need more people here to speak.
After 26 days, they had kicked me out.
They need more people to speak here, guys.
They kicked me out. And a day later, they sent me
All right, I'm gonna have one more smoke and then we're gonna go back inside.
$20 still.
Is anybody watching the live stream?
Pay it.
for Kirby? Can you watch it? Because I want to get back in there when they do their tirade at the end. When they start talking to their bullshit, I want to go back in there.
$26 and turn myself into jail. So I walk in there with $26. They're gonna take it and say, "Wait, now we got you $20." And
I'm sorry I don't have my gimbal tonight, guys. It fucking malfunctioned. So
and I told him I was gonna sue him.
it malfunctioned. It malfunctioned. Special shout out to James Freeman and John Felix for bringing this to the attention of folks. I appreciate that a lot. It means the world to me. James Freeman and John Felix bringing attention. And of course, you know, the other guys, we got Desert Gold and Blue Lives Matter and Patrick over there and all my friends and loved ones that came tonight to talk. My mom came, my kiddos came. I had 2 baby mamas here that came, and a special shout out to them for you know, coming and speaking. We need more people to come up here and speak though. This place is Tyrant, man, Tyrant. Also, we're going to be coordinating a recall of the mayor and the council people. So that's in the works. We need about a little over 500 signatures. And you guys remember, it didn't take very much to get about 2,000 signatures in Leon Valley. So we just need 500 and some odd signatures to put the recall of the mayor on a special election ballot. The way that works is we get 500 and so on signatures on a petition. We deliver that to the city secretary. The signatures are certified. They have to be Kirby residents, and then once they're certified, the city has to call a special election, and it's put to the voters whether the voters want the mayor to continue in office or be out. And if the voters vote her out, she's got to leave. Pack her bags, pack her shit, and go. Pack her bullshit and go. Put all her tyranny in a suitcase and fucking leave. She ain't got far to go because she just lives catty corner from the city hall, right across the street. Straight that way.
Hey, Tori. You want to know where the mayor lives?
Yeah. Here, let's take a tour. We're gonna tour the parking lot. Right here, you have the handicap parking over here. Okay, you got handicap parking over here. Then you got some public parking right here, and you got the entrance to the driveway right here. And then you'll notice some traffic cones and some construction barriers because they working on the fucked up road here. It's still gonna be fucked up when they're done with it, but nevertheless, they're working on the fucked up road. You got some more public parking here. You got a sign up there that says surveillance cameras in use. Got our American flag up there. They need to take that shit down right now though, because what they're doing is a disgrace to the American flag. We got a Kirby police vehicle here. Kirby police. Yep, that's Kirby police. Yeah. So this is public parking here, and then there's my truck, my big Dodge 2500 diesel. Yeah. That's my truck that I'm making payments on. That my baby mama said I'm making payments on. Yeah. She don't make me pay child support though.
Yes, I do. I'm not doing that.
She don't make me pay no goddamn child support. And then if you come over here, we have a second driveway. We got a second driveway here. This vehicle right here, in case y'all didn't know, man, it's pretty cool. It's electric. This vehicle right here, it's an electric vehicle. That's right, it's electric. It is electric. It's pretty fucking cool. I don't know what it's called, but it is electric. I do know that. Let me see. God damn. Is that mud? Yeah. Man, I don't want to step in the fucking mud. Oh, you poor baby. God damn. It's fucking mud out here. You know, our public streets, and you can't cross them because there's fucking mud everywhere. Look at this. Looks like Tombstone. It's fucking stupid. And then, so let's go out here. This is the driveway to the public parking lot. We got a stop sign up here. And then we got some nice houses in this neighborhood. I gotta say, they're pretty big. It's kind of hard to find a house in this day and age that sits on property as large as these. I mean, there's some large houses. This house right here especially is special because that's the mayor's house. So this is City Hall, and then right across here is the mayor's house. She don't have to walk too far. I mean, she has a lot of tyranny to bring to the public meeting.
That's why she drives.
But she don't have. But she drives. She drives from her fucking house over to the goddamn parking lot and takes up fucking parking that citizens can park at because she's too fucking fat and lazy to fucking walk her fat ass over to fucking city council. That's right. That's right. That's a fact. That is a fact. These are facts. Yeah. So, of course, you know, the mayor likes to force citizens to give their addresses during the council meetings, even if they have a concern for their safety. But she gonna be bitching and moaning and complaining because her home is on YouTube. Watch.
Executive session.
So all you haters out there, make sure y'all email the city and let them know Jack gave a tour of the city council, the parking lot here at the city hall, and pointed out that we have some fine houses in Kirby, including hers. So y'all make sure y'all tell the police, tell the police chief. Now, I would recommend that y'all don't, that y'all just stay out of Kirby, because Kirby is full of fucking tyrants right now, and it's extremely dangerous to be in this fucking city. Extremely dangerous. We got a tyrant mayor and we got a police chief that's doing her bidding. So it's gotten extremely dangerous in this city. Extremely dangerous. So, but yeah, that was the mayor's house. That's where she lives. And, you know, I don't see a problem with pointing out and giving a tour of the parking lot and pointing out the mayor's house, as she forces citizens to give their addresses on their live stream. And you know, even if they have a concern for their safety, she'll kick them out if they don't give their address on the live stream. That's so that way, it's actually an antiquated law, because back in the day, back when Negroes couldn't drink at water fountains, the same as white people, they also had a rule that you had to be a citizen to speak at public meetings. And that's because back when they were rounding up Japanese in camps here in the U.S., people that supported them were going to public meetings to voice their objection to that. So to shut that down, they required that you be a U.S. citizen. So they required you to give your name and address. They're still practicing that today. Now, they do let black people, of course, we all know they do let black people drink at the same water fountains as white people. But they still require you to give your name and address during public meetings for the world to hear. So, man, what's my baby mama doing out there in the goddamn street? I didn't tell her to get out on the street yet. I didn't tell her to be out there on the street fucking working and shit.
Oh, he needs to rev that motor.
Who the fuck is that picking her up? Who's this motherfucker picking her up? That's some bullshit right there. Bye.
Remember, the mayor said that people come by the house to talk to her. So now they know exactly where to go.
Yeah, the mayor did say that people can come by her house and talk to her.
On the front step.
She said that in a public meeting, people can just come out on the front step. It's time to go in and start playing around. So they're in executive session right now. So let's go inside. I'm coming through, motherfuckers. Be on your A game. All y'all tyrant motherfuckers, be on y'all A game. I'm coming through security. When Jack Miller comes to security, y'all gotta be on y'all's A game. Patrick just told me to shut the fuck up.
Shit, you hold up the line.
Y'all following the mayor's directions. All right. Sorry.
Look at this fool.
ready, Rambo? Say, can you move? Shit. Gotta watch them, man.
Did I leave something there? Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. Thank you. No, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
He has to have the volunteer or the filter.
That's the city, that's the acting city manager. Check out his shoes. He got some gaiters on. Those are fake. Those are fake. They're not real. They're not real. Man, this, let me see. This Zoom gets all fucked up. Oh, Patrick says me and the city manager have the same hair. Bullshit. I don't have no hair on my head.
But I'm not to the come over stage.
Did you almost get out of line with the dress comment? Come on. You must know what I do. I'm an actor, right?
I know you are.
I'm an actor. I'm an actor, and I dress shit. And, I got nothing against you, but I'm always on the lookout for any issues. So.
And that's only right. You have a right to that. We owe you that.
Well, I have a right to that, and I appreciate you saying that I have a right to that and acknowledging that. So I appreciate that.
And these ideas.
I agree with you that the law does not require them to have Zoom, that it doesn't require them to do emails. I get that part. In fact, the rule, when she, I don't know if you know how all this started. I'll tell you, I'll fill you in, and you can verify with the officials here. It started, historically, they've allowed citizens to speak on every item that's on the council, and it used to be only 3 minutes, and I'm okay with that. I think you would know that generally cities only allow 3 minutes, and I personally, I think that's not enough time sometimes, but sometimes it is. Most of the time it is. I never argue that. But Kirby did that, and then just like last year, they increased it to 5 minutes, and I thought that was great. And I came in and I gave kudos and things. I'm not always showing up in a dress and acting stupid. Sometimes I pushed for the police to get pay raises. I was a big advocate of that and other community things because I'm a resident here. But anyway, they increased it to 5 minutes, so that's the way it's been. And in my opinion, based on my observations, the mayor did some things that did not make some people happy. And so the critical speech started increasing from me and from other constituents that she has. And it just so happens that one meeting, about 3 meetings ago, we come up here, people come up here ready to speak, and there were some citizens who, not me, I didn't really have anything to speak on agenda items, but I had the citizens to be heard. But there were some citizens here, actual, citizens that have legit. Hey, turn that shit down. Patrick, turn that shit down, bro. This phone is kick his. All right. So then, yeah. So then she comes. So there's some citizens. They wanted to talk about. I think one of them wanted to talk about some construction and the lack of signage. There's not enough one-way signs, and it's confusing to some people, especially our elderly community. Not to single them out, but it's especially confusing in their opinion for the elderly community. And then they also wanted to talk on our citizens to be heard, and they wanted to give kudos to the fire chief for acting as city manager, blah, blah, blah. Well, they didn't get to talk about the construction stuff because they gave kudos to the city and they used up their 3 minutes or whatever. And then they weren't allowed to speak on the agenda items because the mayor just came up with this rule and just landed it on us without warning that now citizens can only have 5 minutes. That's it, nothing else. If you use your whole 5 minutes during citizens to be heard, you won't be able to talk any further. And what I told her was like, hold on a second, where did this come from? And she goes, that's the way it is. We've checked with the city attorney. They say it's legal. And I'm like, I get all that part, reasonable time limits. I'm not arguing that. And I told her, I said, but Mayor, it's not right. What's the reason? And she said, that's the way it is. And I said, well, you know what I'm going to do, right, Mayor? Now, I've made it, they know that anytime that a city, not just this city, but any city, and I've been all over the place, Leon Valley especially, I don't know if you know what happened at Leon Valley, that was me. Really? That was me and my people. It all started with me, and, you know, yeah, and a lot of people jumped on, and you know the result there. City manager fired, chief fired, and 2 council people recalled. I was involved with that recall as well. It took a lot of people. It took a village, but we got that accomplished. So then and then in response to officials, anytime that they take actions that limit any citizen's ability to speak. I'm not talking about censoring specific words. That's another issue, and that's not happening with this mayor so much. But she took actions that limited those people's ability to speak on agenda items. And so my response is, yeah, we can talk about is it criminal or not. We can debate that all day. We can talk whether is there any civil liability involved. We can debate that all day. That's not where my teeth are. Now I do file suits in federal court when we can't get justice otherwise. We access our courts for justice. Right. And I would leave this country if we ever lost access to our courts. But that's not where I have my teeth. Where I have my teeth is pressure. Political pressure, physical pressure. And what I mean by physical pressure is the first, and she is bringing people in to talk and saying, look, you can listen to your citizens speak for what we went back and we did research over the past year. And we determined on average that citizens speaking takes up about 20 to 40 minutes of council's time all throughout the past year. So I'm like, you can either listen to your own citizens talk for 20 to 40 minutes at each and I'm talking about even the most contentious meetings ran 40 minutes of citizen speech. Or you can listen to my people speak for hours. And so the first meeting, we extended it by about 2.5 hours of just us speaking, in addition to the meeting. The second meeting, I think we hit about 3.5 hours. But when I told her that first day, because I try to be fair, her response was, bring them on. And I said, okay, you asked for it, don't cry later. So then, of course we activate, and then now and then at the last meeting, she mentioned, because some other council people were saying, why don't we just let our citizens speak? They didn't mention me, because it would be inappropriate for them to base a decision on me. They need to take the whole community as a whole on what they're hearing. But basically without saying it, they were like, look, you know why he's here. He's made it very clear what it takes to go away, and that's let the citizens speak. So let's just let the citizens speak. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if they even if they told me, look, Jack, we're working on something. We need some time, or it's going to take some time, but we're working on something to come to a compromise between what you're asking and what we need. I would call it off and tell people, hey, they're working on something, give them some time. But her response at the last meeting was, what, we're just going to give in to them? It's not, and to me, I hear that as an us versus them. I mentioned this, you guys are by the people, for the people, and you serve the people, and it just seems like she forgot that. It's not us versus them. It's not giving in to them. It's listening to your constituents and what they need and what they want. So anyway, I'm sorry, you were going to say something, and I could talk for hours.
What I'd like to offer is that you put it on your phone and your stuff. And you have no reason to invest any trust in.
Yeah, as a broker. No, I trust until I know otherwise. And I don't know otherwise.
Pretty much it.
I don't know otherwise.
But you may just maybe I can squire some of your roles and try to protect them. Right now, this place is just such a mess.
It is, yeah. And I don't like it to be that way.
The staff feels like they've been whipsawed from one side place to the other. They don't know who to listen to. There's a vacuum of leadership. I've got, I hate to admit this, but it's a matter of record. I've got 4 bank reconciliations, 4 months worth of not missing. That's going to get fixed tomorrow.
That's good news.
You owe it. It's not our money, it's y'all's money. And we owe you both the accountability and the fiduciary responsibility to say, hey guys, you've been trusted us with this money, we're going to move it the right way. If you disagree with us, it is your absolute God-given right.
Hey, Patrick, please, just please. No, he's talking. Yeah, you go outside. Because we're having an important conversation, and I need people to hear the conversation.
Go sit by your daddy.
That's my producer. All right, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I was afraid people, you're saying some very important stuff, and I was afraid people couldn't hear you over him talking, so. All right.
To me, my job is, one, to provide a degree of leadership and a degree of wisdom.
That's refreshing to hear.
But, well, after you do this for over 20 years, you begin to say, you know, that wall's...
Oh, it's refreshing to hear.
But if we can strike a happy medium, and instead of it becoming adversarial, now, I'm not naive enough to think everybody's going to shake hands at the end of the day. And say,
Right, we're not all going to share the same ideas. But we can at least work towards something that's mutually viable for the citizens and the council. So far, the problem is, even though I insist that, and I send emails, and I come up here and talk till I'm blue in the face, zero response. Zero. Sure, there's a response from some of the council, but we have a leader up there. We have a leader over here. Nothing from them. And that's the problem, right?
Well, and today,
I wish somebody would.
to your point, they just got my email up online. And I mean, it's just 2 scuds of people that have asked items and they've never been responded to. So the big part of today was me going out there with a dustpan and saying, I'm sorry it took us so long to get back to you, but.
You got a big job to do. You got a lot of work ahead of
But
you.
it's still fun.
Sure.
I've been working since I was 14, and honest to God, being a city manager is the most fun job in the whole world.
What city were you at before here?
LSC, I retired from Selma.
Selma. How long were you at Selma?
14 years.
Okay. Never had any, I do a lot of police accountability. Whenever police are acting out of line, I know about it. My group knows about it. And I don't get anything out of Selma. I went there one time doing some activism, gut checking them, if you will, just out of the blue with Second Amendment. And the video was quite sensational because we showed up with AR-15s, toured the city facilities, inside City Hall, the whole 9 yards, during regular business hours. And the officer that dealt with us is the one that got shot in the face several times. Okay. She dealt with us head on, and I was moved. Probably one of the most moving interactions I've ever had, considering her experience and trauma. And us showing up like that, and we weren't nice initially.
She worked at Hooters to put herself through the police academy. When she came for the interview, because I told the chief, I said, I'm not trying to take away your discretion on who you are.
Sure.
But I want to be in on the interview of every piece.
This was prior to the getting shot in the face, right? Yeah. A lot of people don't know what happened in Selma with an officer that got shot in the face, but she dealt with us on Second Amendment activism. Who? What?
Her partner, that because
right, lost his hand or finger or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
domestic violence situation for you guys that don't know.
Terrible act.
Yeah.
I
Or,
got
or
there,
horrendous.
the ambulance had just left. The inside of that house, I could slaughterhouse.
Sure.
But Andy managed to get 3 rounds into him
Yeah.
before he fell with no bones.
Right, yeah.
So I went down to BAMC.
I was a cop at the time.
You were?
Yeah, you don't know that about me.
No.
So I'm medically retired. I got into a car accident, and I was a passenger in a car off duty, and I got a severe head injury out of it. Lost 60% of my ability, or at least half of my ability to multitask. Couldn't do the job anymore. I lasted on light duty for about 1.5 years. Had to quit. I couldn't do the job anymore. You'd have to you understand what police have to do. But you'd have to either understand what police have to do, or be a police officer and understand why I had to quit. You have to have all your facilities. You have to have all your facilities in place. So I don't have that. So anyway, yeah, 13 years, 7 years here, 6 years in Austin. Yeah, so that's something interesting. I'm a veteran, honorable law enforcement, honorable veteran, and I am people's rights. It's a passion for me. It's in my blood.
Well, and
So-
you're contributing something. Regardless of the means, you're contributing something.
Sure. So yeah, Selma. Wow, that's interesting.
Well, Selma's population grew 635% from 2000 to 2010 census.
Oh yeah, they've grown a lot.
And the economic development, you have to work to screw it up. You got 35 going right through the middle of it.
Sure.
And if you do the speed limit, you're only there for 6.5 minutes.
Sure.
But Costco was a godsend. And then, you know, my grandmother, God rest her soul, used to tell me, know who you're talking to before you say anything good or bad.
Yeah.
Well, there was this clown in Live Oak. He was on the council, and the people in the city saw through him because he was so self-serving. And they didn't reelect him, but he got onto the economic development board. So he stands up in this joint meeting. I was there to watch this atrocity. And he said, do you know who the worst industrial citizen in Live Oak is? And of course it was a rhetorical question. He said,
Sure.
guns. He said, look at those dealerships. What he failed to realize was Curtis Gunn was in the audience. So I went
Not
to,
good.
I went to work.
Amateur move. Yeah.
Curtis was sitting in the lobby of the city hall because I worked for him after I retired from the federal government. Selling cars. My wife told me this cars. That was a fun job. If you got past the idea of the things they wanted me to do, third, fourth, last chance financing, and tear people's heads off, and I said I couldn't do it anymore. But Curtis says to me, he says, Ken, can I talk to you? I said, of course. You're not going to try to sell my car. He said, no. Let's go in your office. He said, I want you to find me land on 35. I'm moving everything I've got. He said, if they think it's not ugly now, what do you think it's going to look like when I don't do nothing?
That's a lot of money gone. Yeah.
And sure, the city doesn't make any sales tax out of it except on service because the state skims all that.
But people gotta go eat somewhere and get gas somewhere and do that. Yeah, sure.
To their trades, people don't want to drive more than 3 miles when they're shopping for furniture or cars.
A business can have far-reaching impacts more than what you just see on its face to a city.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Costco.
I'm afraid that we're going to miss an opportunity here. And I think we touched on it, but I may have gotten the wrong impression when I first came in. I gut checked you. I may have caused us to get off of the wrong foot. My fault. But I want to let you know the same thing I've let them know. While they continue to do this, and it seems like they stepped it up tonight with the Zoom and the email decision, what that means is that I'm going to step it up. And I'm gonna, and I don't, and you can ask the police chief. I don't try to hide anything. I try to warn because, frankly, I don't want to be here all night. I don't want to be here all night.
You got a life.
It's fun. I make a living doing it, but there's much more bigger fish to fry for us out there. And I really, really, really would prefer to go out and fry those fish. But as long as this continues, I'm gonna level up. And I don't think, Crystal Caldera, the city manager at Leon Valley currently, she was intimately involved with that whole situation as, I think she was assistant city manager then. But she was, I wanna say, instrumental in turning that city around. After Councilor left, she became city manager, and she was instrumental in turning that city around. And to this day, that's I think one of the best cities. As far as you go in there, you see how their meetings are ran, you see how their police departments ran, with the new police chief there, David Gonzalez. So, and I've told them, look, if you don't want to talk to me, Crystal Caldera, I've spoken to her. She's not my person. She cannot stand me. All right, she can't. She was quite honest with me one night, and I was like, I'm trying to figure out, are you in line with what I do, or are you just doing your job? And she said, I'm just doing my job. I can't stand you. And it was off the record. Sure. And I'm like, great. And she knows that I respect a person's opinion, and I wouldn't hold that against her and put it out to anybody. So she's not my, so I'm not asking them to check with my person. I'm saying this is a city that dealt with me and mine on full tilt activism, and they accomplished so many great things. Just check with them, at least listen to what they went through and maybe how they dealt with things. This whole no Zoom, no emails, I think the mayor was pushing something about if you're not a citizen, you can't talk. Leon Valley did the same thing. We know how this story goes. So then,
They don't have to be a citizen to speak.
somebody just needs to, I won't show up in a dress. I won't do no cussing. I won't do no, even if we're not agreeing on something, I can be, and there's videos to prove it, I can be absolutely professional and intellectual. And just perhaps we can sit down and try to at least and try to work on some type of compromise for this issue here that we have. The only issue we have here is that what I perceive as a limitation of a person's ability. And I have proposals that would, I think would serve their interest in shortening the meetings and serve the interest of the community by being able to talk. And I'd like to lay those out. I'd like to hear more about why, and maybe that might change how I'm feeling about certain things. So far, that's not happening. So I'm just left to go on what I see out here, which isn't too much. There's not too much context. There's just decisions being made without any context. So
And it's almost like, oh, look what I put on my hat.
I'm available anytime.
And
So
I'm here Monday through Friday.
your work is cut out for you.
Yes, sir.
So I will, now that your email is set up, I'm going to send you an email at your convenience. At your convenience. Doesn't have to happen right away. Just remember the activism continues. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to start hitting the other meetings as well. We're going to start putting pressure all around.
Why not?
And so, you know, time, I guess you could say, is of the essence, because I really don't want to be out there doing that either. I got a lot of friends at Senior Center. I've dealt with some things there. Got a lot of folks there that are members that.
The refrigerator cracked out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The lady came over and she says, the estimate is $6,000.
It's a lot of money.
I said, well, what's a new one cost? And she says,
20 grand?
Because this is an industrial grade, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $18,000 to $20,000.
Yep.
So I signed the thing and approved to get them the money to fix it.
Excellent.
But that isn't to say that that should be a tap on my back. That should be saying, hey, there's more to this job than numbers.
Sure.
Behind every one of those numbers is a person. And all deserve equal respect.
Sure.
Until they prove that they're not.
Sure. Sure.
But sure,
I'm gonna make a lot of folks, seniors, upset when we hit their meetings. I'll work with them though. They'll love me at the end of the day. But anyway, It's at your earliest convenience. Let me know when we can sit down and talk.
For sure.
Yeah. And if you want to know,
Before Thanksgiving.
if you want to know, if you have any questions about me, ask Chief Car. No, I'm just saying.
All I have to know about you is you.
I know, but just ask Chief Cardona. Chief Cardona.
I'm just trying to hear WrestleMania back.
He just gets me coffee.
Well,
I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. Nothing. Yeah, here.
I was dismissed because they said I didn't have enough historical knowledge.
Sure.
Of this investigation.
Yeah, and why would it be important to have the city manager in learning about the history, right? Okay, but
Well, in every
yeah.
other city I've worked in, the city manager is always included in executive sessions, if nothing more than to say, you don't thought about this.
Hopefully we can, so we have the activism part, right? And it would just be beneficial for the city to work with the ringmaster, if you will, that's bringing that activism to the doorstep of city council.
From the first council, my wife said to me, well, what do you think? I said, the only thing they were lacking was the guy with a top hat and a whip. I had 3 rings.
I had him in the truck. I had him in the truck, and I thought about bringing him in, but
You
the
heard-
first time they gave me a hard time about my ball cap, and I wear my ball cap because my eyes, because my multiple sclerosis.
You heard,
Might bother some.
you heard what I told them. We got a ringmaster, I'm just a paid monkey.
That's it.
That's it. But I don't want this to be a circus, though. I don't want this to be a circus. You say your wife passed?
No.
Oh.
We just want them to act accordingly, that's all.
Oh, okay.
I think you're back to being a city manager.
Hey, thank you. Thank
Now
you
you're
for
qualified.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
I look forward to talking to you.
All right.
Man, I was like, yeah, I'm back here.
It was between the ringmaster and the monkey with the goatee. The ringmaster and the monkey with the bulletproof vest. They were yelling at each other. That's beautiful, Miss Lozano.
That is beautiful, Ms. Lozano.
Yes, it is. She got a great smile. Yeah, the yelling was between the ringmaster and the monkey with the goatee. I'm sorry, the monkey with the bulletproof vest.
It might have been the promoter.
I don't know.
Might have been Caitlin. Caitlin might have been back there doing
No, that is not a pork rind. That's our city attorney. Knock it off.
What did he say, pork rind?
They said, is that a pork rind behind that door?
Oh, wow.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Oh, goodness. So they're coming out of executive session. I'll find out what they were talking about. Me and Janisha will sit down and she'll let me know everything they talked about later. But for right now, we're just going to hear what the results.
Ladies and gentlemen, focus to the center ring. That thing come through.
We'll get Sally. We'll get Miss Hit drunk and she'll tell us what they talked about.
Spill beans.
Spill beans.
Okay, the regular session opens back up at 9:21 p.m. 10A reconvene to open session following deliberation in closed session. The city council will reconvene in open session to take any action required on the matters discussed in closed session. Closed session. I do want to say that at the last council meeting, we did state that the investigation report and complaint would be available immediately, and unfortunately there was some technical difficulties with our email, our server. So tomorrow, yes, tomorrow at any time that you feel that you would want copies of those, yes, you can get copies of those starting tomorrow morning. And again, we apologize for the technical difficulties.
Bullshit.
All right, moving on to 11A. Announcements
That was
on city
bullshit.
items of community interest. Mr. Roberts, you have
They never wanted to release it until after this meeting because they did not want people to be up here talking about that bullshit complaint. We're going to do a whole video on it. We'll be the first ones to get it tomorrow.
items to be placed on future city council agendas and announcements on city events and community of interest. Councilmember Lozano.
Yes, I just want to thank everybody who is present here, the citizens that spoke up, and our police staff, our chief, public works, fire department, city attorney, city manager, and our city secretary, and of course our council members. I do want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving next week. You have lots of food, spend a lot of time with your family, your loved ones. And I would like to see if perhaps for our next meeting, if we could have animal control, I guess kind of just like police chief, put up stats, if animal control could do something like that, because I do have or see a lot of citizens' concerns regarding the loose dogs throughout the city. So I want to see how we can control that or what we're doing, bring it up for discussion. And that's all I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Councilmember Garza.
Okay, stuff to be placed on the agenda. So something must be going on with the water department. I've gotten a lot of calls and text messages or emails or whatever about this. And no one's answering the phone for questions, and a lot of people don't know what's going on, and it needs to be addressed. Okay, so the hope is it's going to get addressed before the next council meeting, but I would like some type of update or discussion on how it was addressed. So I want to ensure that, it is going to be addressed, number one, and I also would like for it to be public, what happened, what we did to solve it, what's been going on, those types of things, because it is becoming extensive. All right. Secondly, yeah, of course. I mean, there's no distinct, but I mean, we would like to at least just have some type of discussion to say this is what's going on. This is how it is. Yeah, phone calls, whether or not getting answers, those types of things. We really need to ensure that. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, as the pastor stated about annexing, we did talk about expansion before, and it might be something that we might consider reintroducing ourselves to. I know that I'm not necessarily saying that annexing Sunrise would be the best idea or going after that route, but to perhaps try to be within discussion with the city of San Antonio to make determinations of what we can do to start growing a little bit, to maybe take some commercial property, perhaps a little bit of residential, or maybe put ourselves on a plan so we can make those determinations on expansion. So we don't dwindle our tax base, and so we also don't just overtax our citizens, and we have more area for businesses and those types of things. So it's definitely something I think we need to discuss and see where we can get with that. Okay. Also,
look at the chilling effect the mayor had on the council. There is nobody in here. Nobody. Citizens scared to be here.
Costs and their performance, and whether or not it's time to continue. So I'd like to make sure that that's on the agenda as well. And lastly, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I really appreciate everybody who showed up to help the VFW today. That was amazing. Ms. Haddock was there, so that was nice to see her. And basically, if you can help the VFW, just even by going to hang out, we have via link now. So I mean, as long as you by 10:30, I mean, there's no fear of anything. You just have via link pick you up, and it's only going to cost you like $2.60. So it's a
Nobody is here. They're scared because the police are doing the mayor's bidding.
that are happening with like VFW, we can, hopefully just try to support as much as possible, because they are going through so much stuff having to do with the Ackerman Road project, because there's not a lot of access, and so people bypass them continuously. I know we've been having some issues.
They prohibited attending by Zoom and they refuse to read the emails.
having to deal with the Ackerman Road project because of those types of things, and please, support.
He started wearing that vest when I demonstrated that you can get guns in here no matter what the police try to do to stop it.
And they're as important as our senior center or our, Hermanson's or, the.
Citizens are disarmed in the meetings. Everybody in here should be wearing a vest.
Go out to support them.
I wear one when I'm not wearing a dress. Miss Chorizo.
With what Councilman Garza said, the VFW does need some support from citizens of Kirby. The senior center has really taken off. They've got a lot of activities going on. They've got a lot of support.
Didn't she star in Star Wars?
Brought in a whole lot of new activities, and the atmosphere is great in there. So take the time to go to the VFW. It's an open post. Hang out. You don't have to drink. Just go have soda.
Jabba the Hutt. Where are they now?
It is a nice place. I wanted to mention that Bear County Commissioner Tommy Calvert's office is hosting a Thanksgiving meal giveaway. It's going to be on Sunday, November 19th from 12 to 2. It is going to be at Travis Park Church, 230 East Travis Street. They will be giving away free blankets and coats for those in need. They also will be giving away meals. You can go to the website for more information, and I just wanted to tell everybody.
Yes, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Be safe, and remember those less fortunate than yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Councilmember Hitt.
This is the trunk.
Remind everybody about the annual holiday decorating contest. You can pick it up by December 5th.
Look at her eyes. She comes to the council drunk.
December 8th through till the 14th. But there's a lot of applications here at the City Hall, and also we'll be putting them out for this businesses and for residents. Thank you for coming tonight, and have a good holiday.
Thank you, Councilmember Martin.
Yes, as Councilman Lozano said, Councilman Garza, we do need to get the water issue addressed. We need to get out to the citizens what's going on. We get complaints every day.
That's Boss Hog.
We need to do something about the phone systems. When they start calling you, they can't get an answer here.
We need to do something about the fucking microphone at the podium.
I want to thank everybody for staying. As always, thank our staff, police, fire, animal control, public works. They do an amazing job. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. That's all I have.
Thank you. So, just to piggyback off the water issue, yes, that is a big issue that's been going on for a very, very long time. I've already had that conversation, also with our new city manager about that. The excuses that keep coming, I feel after a certain amount of time, you can't use that excuse no more. So we need to really start getting down to what is the problem. And we do apologize, because, I mean, people have other bills to pay, and they do not want $300 coming out multiple times. I mean, that's affecting people's livelihoods. So we do need to get that, and I know that he's already working on that. I know Wednesday you started something, so that'll be great to give an update. That's a good thing to do here. What else?
Before we close, I have one thing.
Oh, but what?
Could we please finally get something down these mic systems? Here, there, is terrible. You see how many laying on the table now?
There's an appointment on Friday. Yes.
What's that?
There's an appointment on Friday to come, but, to piggyback off of that, so look, there's an appointment on Friday, yes, but also too, if we can see about,
The citizens don't need to hear us, and we don't need to hear
but
them.
to do a holding system. This is not something that's a new issue, so, and it's a necessity, right, that we need lights to be working. So if you can see about that for us, please. Oh yeah, so the water department we already discussed. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Please be safe. Remember to check on your neighbors, family and friends who may not have, sometimes around holidays it's a rough time because, they may not have people they used, to share with.
Yes, the black lady in the middle is Janisha Grider, the mayor.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. The community garage sale, which we need to be posted again on our social media site. Community garage sale will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we need to actually post that, and then also we need to get posted the list of addresses who submitted that also to social media, so they know.
Here we go with the addresses again.
Community garage sale Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and what time is it?
It's 7 a.m.
7 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Okay, thank you. All right, meeting adjourned.
Exactly 3:57.
Big thumbs up to your hair, Miss Mayor. Big thumbs up to your hair. It looks great. I give credit where credit's due. Councilman Martin, did my dress offend you?
Ain't nothing offends me.
All right.
You get old like me.
Miss Hitt, did my dress offend you? No comment? Are we going to the bar after this? Going to throw down some Jaeger bombs? She don't want to talk. She wants to get, Miss Hitt doesn't want to talk. She wants to get straight to the bar without delay before they close. It's only 9 o'clock. Miss Hitt only has 6 hours to get drunk. She wants to head straight to the bar with a police escort. Hopefully the police escort you to your car and not from the bar tonight to jail. Again. Hey, what agency pulled you over for DWI? That's an honest journalistic question. Because that's what the rumor is. Yeah, we're working on a story. We have good reason to believe that she got pulled over for DWI, but she was not booked. So we are working on that story. That'll come out eventually. Gotta wait on the records. That was a Councilman Hitt. So this is Free Speech 101. I can't say nothing bad about Miss Lozano. She has the best smile in the world. Honestly. She got a fucking great smile. She come out of that executive session, all we could hear is yelling in there the whole time they were in there. And she comes out, man, and she just happy as a camper. She's just smiling, beautiful smile. That's serious. That's serious, honestly. Look at Henry. Now you can speak, Henry. Now you can speak. That's the city attorney.
Oh, yeah.
That is the city attorney right there. Cha-ching. Guys, say hello to our city attorney. No. If y'all think that's gross, look at that. That's our chief. If you think that's gross, look at that.
Can y'all hear what she's saying? Trying to get a close up so y'all can hear what she's saying. Does my body still offend you? Because at the last meeting, I asked you if my body offended you, and you said yes. Can you tell the people what about my body offends you? Because you said that my body offends you, and people would like to know what about my body offends you. I mean, you said it. Those are your words, not mine. She needs an escort, I think. She needs an escort. No, I'm trying to find out what about my body offends her. It's funny because we all know the type of people who like to say things like, your body offends me, but then they don't want to elaborate. That's our city attorney, Rampage Law. This is just holding these folks accountable for their words and their actions. That's all it is. Smartest thing she did all night. The smartest thing she did all night was keep her cock holster shut. All right.
Hey, your light's still on.
I will give her credit though. She appears to be the only person. She appears to be the only tyrant that did not beg the police to escort her out of the building tonight, as if they're in any kind of danger. Danger from the camera, maybe. So I don't know how much of the conversation between me and the city manager you guys caught. I have a little audio recording device that captures the conversation really clear. I'll go back and look at the live stream and see if it came out clear or not. If it didn't, I'll put that conversation out. But just to give you a little report, we started off on the wrong foot with the city manager. I think he, I don't know, he just wasn't paying attention. But it seems like he's smart enough to know how to end this stuff. He offered to sit down and talk about a possible compromise, figure out what we need as citizens, figure out what the council needs. And as you guys know, I'm always willing to work towards a solution. So, hey, you have a great night.
You too.
Y'all have a great night.
Sense of style.
Hey, I do not envy ladies. I really don't. That getting in and out of that dress. Oh my God.
Try heels.
Oh no.
Yeah, but ladies don't have your curves either, Jack.
I'll die, man. I'll die doing that. Jeez. Y'all have a great night.
Your light's still on.
Huh?
Your external light's on.
Yeah, I'm waiting to catch the mayor coming out. Oh, I gotta check. Let me check my battery right quick. Thanks.
So turn your light off.
Let me turn the light off. 'Cause I only got 11% left on my phone. I got a battery. Here comes Jabba the Hutt. They said that you look like Jabba the Hutt. Where are they now? Like a council meeting. Jabba the Hutt, where are they now? Jesus Christ. Y'all are... I didn't say that, Miss Apodaca. That was these stupid fans of mine. God damn, people. Y'all need to chill the fuck... That's out of line. Out of line. Free speech, Bubba. Free speech, exercising it to the tilt.
Kind of went off on the city secretary earlier when she gave me the...
No, y'all are not stupid. Come on. You know what I'm saying. Y'all didn't say that, I said it.
I said I kind of went off on the city secretary earlier when she gave me, well, it's up to the attorneys, not me, about the Zoom. But then
Man, if I was that city secretary, I'd have left that fucking Zoom up and I would have said, y'all come and fucking turn it off. I ain't turning this shit off. Hell no.
I wouldn't let this one in. She's armed. She's armed. Don't let her in.
Hey, can I just get a sip? Can I just get a sip of water? Can I get a sip of water? I've been talking too much. Imagine that.
Okay. Hey, I'm honest. You're honest. You're good. Oh. I need to Because the smoke. chief of police won't let me go shit on the mayor's seat. I asked.
She wouldn't let you. The tyranny. She wouldn't let you go take a dump on the mayor's seat.
No.
The tyranny. Can you believe it?
At least she was honest with me. I mean,
Jesus.
some of them would say yeah and then arrest you for it.
That's out of line, man. That is out of line. You gotta take a shit on the. You gotta take a dump on the fucking desk where everybody can see it.
I even used proper decorum and said defecate.
Right now, we're waiting on the mayor to come out. I got some questions for her. I do got some questions for the mayor. I hope this battery lasts.
I don't see it lasting.
Hey, man. Do we have access to the battery pack and the cord so this thing doesn't die? I got 10% left.
You didn't bring the battery
I'm waiting on the
pack.
mayor. No, I brought it. It's in my truck. It's in the truck and a cord with a C charger so we don't lose this stream. This is going to be a good interview.
I've got a battery pack, but I don't have a cord for you.
I'm gonna ask her like if she'll like what her next step is, what her next phase is. We banned the Zoom, we banned the emails. How does she think this is gonna play out? What's her what do you call it? Predictions. What's your prediction, Mayor?
My prediction is
No, not
Jack,
course of action, but a prediction. What's her prediction on how this plays out? You got a light?
I do,
Henry, you
but
got a
I ain't
light?
giving you one.
I just need a light, man.
I ain't giving you one. Every time you come out here, you ain't got a light. Sometimes you got to teach people the hard way. Make
Do you
them
see the president walking around with a fucking gun? No. Come on. Thank you.
I wasn't responding to
Y'all are
that
like the
any more
Secret
than I'd
Service, bro.
any more than I would respond to a clown
What
showing
would
up
I-
at a circus.
What would I look like walking around with a lighter? Lighters are for chumps.
I can make you a nice hand drill out of that tree, though. As I use mine. Thank you. It'll take me about 30 minutes to make one.
So right now we're waiting on the mayor to come out so I can ask her how she thinks this story is going to end. You know, what are her predictions? She prohibited Zoom. She prohibited attending by Zoom. She prohibited reading the emails. So that was her response to the increased criticism, right? So the first, increased criticism, she kicks a councilman out of the meeting. Increased criticism, she kicks citizens out of the meeting. I mean, she literally tried to take a vote on whether or not they were going to allow the use of the word damn. Damn. Not to mention the word fuck has specifically been ruled on by the United States Supreme Court as being protected speech. They can kind of get away with that because of their rules of decorum. But nevertheless, she actually called for a vote to ban the use of the word damn. D-A-M-N, right? And then she has weaponized the police chief finally. It seems like, I don't know what the police chief is thinking, but she seems like she's kind of doing the bidding of the mayor. I'm not happy with that. Well, I'll get into interviews with the police chief at a later date. And then they you know, because she's busy directing the officers here, they have a really, really important job of protecting the council people from the citizens. So, yeah, because, yeah. Huh.
Is how the mayor knew about my police criminal complaint when it hasn't even been officially filed yet.
And what's funny is that during the whole fucking meeting, not a goddamn cop was out here with all these cars with guns in them and shit like that. But once the meeting's over, boy, they're stationed up. They're posted up. They are fucking posted up to make sure that the council people get out of here without being whatever they think they're going to be. It's the politicians' policemen.
It's called Gestapo.
Gestapo. It's the politicians' cops. It's not a good look. Somebody needs to let the police chief know that having 100 officers at a city council meeting is not a good look. They literally look like the SS guarding Hitler. All right? The mayor being Hitler. So, I mean, That, I mean, it's a bad look for the police department. I mean, if they were here for safety and security, they'd be out, you know, at least have an officer posted in the parking lot making sure that this place was filled with cars earlier. It's dark out here. Fucking light doesn't work on this pole. The lights don't work over there. It's dark as fuck. And they don't have one officer out here making sure nobody gets their goddamn cars broken into. But they got a ton of officers inside this place, just like Leon Valley did. It's not a good look at all. If they're worried about our epidemic of people going around shooting up places for no good goddamn reason, well, then they just need to disarm their fucking they need to rearm their citizens and stop disarming everybody that attends their public meetings. Yeah, we'll put a stop to a mass shooter real quick. But no. That's not what the police here in Kirby are for right now, it appears. So we're waiting on the mayor for this interview. The mayor should be coming out here anytime now. They got the police posted up. They got one in the parking lot walking around, and they got a couple inside, and we're waiting on the mayor. We're waiting on the mayor to come out. She likes to take her sweet ass time because she thinks we're going to go away. And that's the thing. The mayor in this mentality that we're going to go away, you must be smoking crack. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we're not going away. We're going to be here. I'm dying to know who won your signed book and shirt, bro. Okay, yeah. So I don't know offhand, but I can go back. I should just do a video on that, letting everybody know. So when somebody wins a prize like that, I should. Yeah, that's my bad, my fault. I should just like do a video just on that, announcing who the winner is and what they won. So I'm glad you asked that. So we'll get a video out on who won. Maybe we'll get them on a live stream and hear their 2 cents. You know, I think that's what I'm going to do. Whenever I have a contest, we'll try to get that person on a live stream with their gifts, with their winnings, and let them have the floor for a little bit, and maybe let them let's have a discussion between me and them about whatever they want to discuss. And that goes for the haters too. If you're one of those fucking trolls, you can also play and you can win and you can come on live and you can let me have it. Warning, I'll destroy you, but nevertheless. What do y'all think about that? Would that be a good idea? Grider, turncoat rider. I don't know, man. Turncoat's kind of complicated, right? A lot of people don't know what turncoat means. Turncoat's kind of complicated for a lot of these dumbass cops and dumbass officials. That's you're exceeding their IQ levels. Huh?
Red coat, maybe.
Red coat? Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, that requires a certain level of IQ to know what a red coat or a turncoat is, and these motherfucking officials over here and these cops, they don't have. I bet you, if I were to guess, I'm gonna take a guess. The IQ level of this cop right here. Okay, y'all see that cop right there? What do you think her IQ is? Give me some guesses on what her IQ is. Let's say her and the chief. Where's the chief at? Chief's hiding over there. But anyway, her and the chief put together, what is their combined IQ level? 15. What do y'all think? Desert Goat says it's 15. Somebody says it's -0. What the fuck is -0?
Zombie, maybe?
I'm going to say their combined IQ level is purple. I'm going to say it's purple. Yeah. The combined IQ level of the chief and this officer here is purple. That's my guess.
Isn't purple the color of royalty? I would have gone with like green or something.
We just took a poll. I was asking what the IQ level of the chief and the mayor combined is. Hey, I just took a poll. Asked what the combined IQ level of the chief and the mayor is. Some people said 0. Some people said -0. Henry said 15. I think he's in love with the chief. But anyway,
You ain't got a chance, Henry.
I said that their
You ain't built
combined
right.
I said their combined IQ level is purple. So
Purple?
that was my guess.
Blue and red.
Purple.
I'm going actually with 123.
123.
Yes, sir.
Explain, please.
What you said their combined IQ?
Combined, I'll say 180.
Combined IQ 123.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all being intellectual.
No, combined they're 180.
Combined they're 180.
Right.
Explain.
Each of them has an IQ of 90.
I think you're being pretty generous
no,
there.
100 is average.
That's not going to get you off the hook, bro.
They're still below average. Okay, I mean.
Okay, all right. I don't know what average IQ is.
100. 100.
My shit's like gray.
Gray? So
Gray.
about
My
36?
my IQ is gray.
About 36?
Oh.
You know what my IQ is? My IQ is fuck Janisha Grider. That's what my IQ is.
That would be GED Jack, and why I can't handle standing next to Jack too long. That fucking stupidity is contagious as fuck.
It can be entertaining.
It is entertaining as all hell. If it wasn't, I wouldn't hang out.
The cop is being smart. She's standing way over there.
She ain't doing nothing but what she's told to do.
Mm-hmm. I get a paycheck because I do what I'm told.
That's it.
Combined 123. That's one. Hey, somebody said you're right. It's 123. 1 plus 2 plus 3. That's fucking great. I love it. 1 plus 2 plus 3. That's about right. We need to get the mayor coming out here.
No, I mean, what the guards and the mayor having a powwow?
I don't know who the hell it was.
Sorry guys, I had to check
They're
my
still
battery
trying to
level.
frame all guards.
I'm at 9% now, so I got a battery plugged up to it. Man, I left my tripod at home. I left the battery at home. I left my change of clothes at home. Let me wipe off my lens. I think my lens might be a little dirty. Henry,
Yeah.
you're barking up the wrong tree, bro. She's about as straight as a $3 bill.
Darn it. Well, at least I tried, man.
Come over here to the men.
Well, you can't blame me for trying, can you? You know.
Henry, always trying, always barking up the wrong fucking tree.
Always, man. I flirt with everybody. I even flirt with Jack.
Oh Lord, is that what you call that?
Oh, all the time.
Especially
with that red dress.
Normally
Woo.
people call them hand jobs, but if you want to call it flirting, you go for it. Whatever makes you feel better.
Okay, guys, you know, you gotta admit, Jack in that red dress, woohoo.
Did y'all catch the red dress? I do not envy women at all, because, man, putting on that red dress was fucking horrible. It was horrible. It was comfortable. Once it was on, it was comfortable. But
You know, they talking about acquiring it, annexing. They need to go towards 90 and wrap
I
around
can see
14.
why the people
Just
wear
get this whole corner all
kilts.
the way up to 14, the big red building.
can the light next?
Oh, yeah, certainly.
That wasn't 100 feet at the time.
Well, no, but the only area that's adjacent to the county land is on the
Here you,
south.
oh, there you go. I was gonna give your lighter away, dude.
That's okay, I got a spare in my bag.
The audience wants me to ask you, like, what is your job right now? Like, what's your purpose of being out here? They're trying to guess, and I'm like, there ain't nothing to worry about.
Exactly, there's nothing to worry about.
She said there's nothing to worry about. So just What? Public safety?
Yeah.
Public safety.
Always public safety for a uniform.
She just out here for public safety. So there's nothing wrong with that, guys. She's you know, look, she maintaining her distance. She's not trying to eavesdrop. You know, she's not. I don't think you running your body cam right now.
No, sir.
She's not running her body cam. I don't see any lights on it or anything like that. And I know they sometimes they don't blink lights, but I know this officer, and this officer is just going to be brutally honest. And she's not running her body cam. She's not out trying to eavesdrop on us. She's just out here for, probably because, you know, I don't know, maybe she was either given a assignment to come out here for safety, or you know, she chose upon herself. But she's fine, so you ain't got nothing to worry about. They kept seeing you in the live stream. They're like, why is that cop out there?
No, actually,
Why is that cop following you?
One of the gentlemen that's with you had asked me why I wasn't hanging out with standing right next to you guys, and I said I just didn't want to be eavesdropping on y'all's conversation.
Yeah. So she just said that if you guys couldn't hear it, I guess Patrick or somebody asked her why she wasn't like over standing with us, and she just felt it was, you know, she didn't want to be like, you know, us thinking that she was trying to listen to what we were saying or anything like that. So she's just trying to be courteous. She understands the contentious issue. She understands the contention right now that's going on with these issues, and she's trying to remain. And I can vouch for her. I've seen her work. She tries to remain as neutral as possible. So just that's the answer to your guys' question. Thank you for your time. You're more than welcome to hang out. You know, we're not worried about you. Okay. We're totally not worried about you. No, I'm not gonna. I shredded. I shredded you earlier. I've shredded you other times, and you've done very well with it. And we got no issues with you at all. So you're more than welcome. Yeah, nothing to worry about, guys. She's cool.
And you know what? Can't blame them. But of course, residents are all like, yeah, you know, our roads, you know, 18-wheelers on our roads. I'm like, yeah, you guys don't have a problem with the 18-wheelers coming down Ackerman from
Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking tear up Ackerman going to Amazon. They do it.
Do the council members have documentation of open meetings training? I'm sure they do. You know, you can email the city secretary here in Kirby.
An online course you take, and then they get a certificate of completion, and they keep that in their file. So
They get somebody to do it.
There's an online course.
There's an online course they take.
Yep, and
then they get a certificate of completion.
It's an hour and 20 minutes.
After you complete the course, you can self-generate your document after you take a little self-test.
So basically, they sit at home and have somebody else do it. So probably something like that.
Yeah.
There's a teenager that doesn't.
Oh, we know exactly. That's what the mayor does. Ain't no way that this fucking mayor she had somebody else take her fucking open meetings training. Ain't no way she took that goddamn course and acts like this. All right, she either fell asleep and just had an auto clicker or some shit.
No, she remembers the important parts.
We know,
you know, decorum.
We know what she didn't do when she was taking those courses. She didn't do anything with her goddamn braids for a long time.
Oh hell, not that.
We know that. Them braids were fucked up. I'm glad she changed her hair though. I told her earlier her hair looked really nice. I could smell the wetness. She was getting wet. I could smell it.
I know that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, it smelled like wolf pussy. All you military vets, y'all know what wolf pussy is. Come on, do I got any military vets on here that can tell the audience what wolf pussy is? That's a wolf pussy is an old military slang for something. What's the wolf pussy?
We saw you in a dress earlier. I'm screenshotting that shit and putting that as a thumbnail for every fucking video.
I wouldn't have wore it if I didn't want it out there, baby. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? To all your fucking haters.
Oh yeah, all my trolls, man. They're gonna have a picture of me in a dress.
They're gonna love that shit.
They're gonna have a picture of me in a fucking dress. Oh yeah. So what does wolf pussy mean? Come on, do I have any vets that knows what that means? Any field artillery veterans?
Something about the cracker on the
Huh?
floor.
I was in the field artillery in the army, and we had this slang called wolf pussy. Well, what is that? What does that smell?
Go Navy. You like semen, huh? Go Marines.
Come on, guys. I know I got some. I know I got some military folks that knows what that terminology means. Come on, come on.
Never heard of it.
Thank you, no mo tyranny. No mo tyranny says great work, Jack. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot.
Did anybody give you credit on your dress? Nice dress? Anything like that?
I was surprised and disappointed that the mayor canceled my ability to address the council. I'm sorry about that, Brent McCain. Brent McCain was not surprised that the mayor canceled the Zoom and didn't give the citizens the ability to speak. That was a last-minute decision made by the mayor, backed by the city attorney. You know, those are the two main tyrants that are battling, are in a war against the citizens regarding their critical speech. That was we know the games they play, and that was in the playbook. I didn't think it would happen without some kind of vote. Oh, here, let me see what this is. A message from Pink Camera Magic. Pink, everybody knows Amanda, Pink Camera Magic. Ayana's her daughter. Jack, Ayana called you a baddie and said you looked like Betty Boop tonight. I'm a baddie. Oh man, I love Ice Spice. Ice Spice. Now that's a baddie. That is a baddie. Baddie, 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 baddie. Booty baddie. She's a booty baddie. Yeah, 357. Military term is howitzer smoke. Yeah, so when you're in field artillery, you load up these big old shells, right? It's basically like a bullet, except that the casing of the bullet is like 3 feet long, and it's like 4 inches wide, 4 or 5 inches wide. And then you load the shell on top of it, which is a big piece of metal, like a big bullet. And it contains high explosive or white phosphorus or whatever. Well, inside the casing, you load it up with gunpowder. And I'm talking a lot of fucking gunpowder, man. A lot of gunpowder. When you shoot those things, I think the maximum effective range of these howitzers that I was on, the 105 millimeters, was about, I don't know, it was like 8 miles, 15, no, it was like 15 miles. We could shoot around 15 miles downrange, and we could hit you on the top of your fucking head. So anyway, when the gun would go off, it would release all this smoke, and it has a certain odor that I'll never forget. It's a great odor, but we would refer to that odor of the gunpowder as wolf pussy. So that's where the term wolf pussy comes out. Thank you, 357. I appreciate that. You don't win shit, but thank you. So, yeah, and you know, you could say that when you're out shooting guns and stuff and you're popping off a lot of rounds, you know, it's the same smell. Same smell. It's just on a howitzer, it's a little different because there's so much powder exploding at one time. It's just crazy. You know, one round from a howitzer would be the equivalent of probably, fuck, man, 5,000 rounds going off at one time. It's crazy, crazy. And that's the small howitzers. Those are just 105 millimeter. There's guns that are 8-inch howitzers. Those rounds are 8 inches in diameter. And I don't know what the maximum effective range on those are. You'll have to ask Siri or Google.
20 miles.
20 miles? You know that? On an 8-inch?
Well, the big guns on the battleships were 20 miles.
Yeah. And I think they shoot probably 8-inch. Yeah. So this guy right here is saying about, he's a veteran as well. And he said the guns on the ships are about 20 miles. And I think they fired the 8 inches as well. But yeah, man. And I correct me if I'm wrong, look it up. What's the maximum effective range of a 105 millimeter howitzer? The maximum effective range, how far we can shoot those bullets. That's what I did in the military. I was in Desert Shield, Desert Storm. I was with the 101st Airborne Division. I was over there for 9 months straight, and we set up about 8 miles west of a highway called Highway 8. That's what we referred to it as. It was the main highway that ran between Baghdad and Kuwait. I'm sorry, we were about 8 miles west of, or I think west of Baghdad during that conflict. And they call it the 24-hour war, but I can assure you that firing back and forth took place for about 5-6 days after the ceasefire. We were still shelling that highway, and our mission was to anything that appeared on that highway was dead meat. You weren't allowed to be on that highway because that's where the infamous Iraqi Republican Guard, they used that highway to invade Kuwait. So we just kept people off that highway or destroyed them if they got on it. No warning. So anyway, what's the maximum effective range of a 105 millimeter howitzer? While we're waiting on the mayor, we're going to do some trivia. She ain't coming out yet. A lot of the younger artillery guys are getting some severe cases of head trauma, and VA giving hard times since they weren't wounded in combat. Yeah, that's always been a huge issue, getting getting taken care of by the VA. And then we have a lot of great patriots that address that all the time. It's sad to hear. Seems like you should be taken care of after sacrificing so much for our country, but that's just not the case a lot of times.
Politicians get the lifelong retirements. And,
yeah, politicians get the lifelong retirements and the pay raises, and we get shit. We get shit on. Veterans get shit on. Wiki gives 16 miles for standard projectile for the M10 8-inch howitzer, 19 miles for rocket assist. What about the 105 millimeter? 105 millimeter towed. I think they're using the 119 now. They might be using the 119 still. When I started, it was the 10 Deuce. That was a Vietnam era howitzer, and then we went on to the British 119, I think. But it was still 105 millimeter. What's the maximum effective range for a 105 millimeter towed howitzer? It's a great gun. The first conflict I went to straight out of basic training, I was just turned 17 in October, and by the end of October I was in Panama, and we were, they had a little conflict there. I think it was Noriega at the time. Was it Noriega? Yeah, Noriega. He got ousted. The funny thing about that conflict was the most scariest thing that I endured was fucking monkeys. Fucking monkeys. We're out doing PT, physical training, early in the morning, and we're running down the fucking road, and these fucking monkeys are running around like we have dogs, stray dogs and cats in the US. They got fucking monkeys there running around like we have stray dogs and cats, man. They're all over the fucking place, and they're little mischievous motherfuckers too. Mischievous, and they'll look at you, man, and you're like, oh shit, scary. And I was petrified of those fucking things. Yeah, and they'll come try to steal your shit. They tell you, man, keep your shit locked up, keep it near you, because they'll come and fucking rob you, man. Fucking monkeys. Thank you. We did have, we did do some shooting in Panama only one time. The rest of it was just training, really. But I think the over there, the Delta Force and Rangers really took the lead over there and accomplished everything. But we went to a building, and we set up, and there was a loudspeaker. Some Delta Force was already there, some Rangers, and they had captured some folks, and they basically told everybody to get the fuck out of the building. And once we assured that people were out of the building, we just unloaded on that fucking building. Direct fire. That means, from here, just far enough to where we're not getting any shrapnel hit back at us. But man, we were just It's fucking crazy. First time we ever got to shoot up a building. It's a big 6-story, 7-story building. And we just
That's not what I saw.
inundated it with direct fire from a 105 millimeter. It's fucking great. So what's that effective range? Let's see, the M19 105 millimeter listed as 10 or 9 miles for charge 7 and 12 miles for charge 8. Yeah, charge 8 is the max. I do remember that. It's a long time ago, but I remember that. But yeah, 12.1 miles for a charge 8. That's a long way. Yeah, so there, I think we were about 6, 7, or 8 miles away from the highway in Baghdad. Yeah, it's a long way. It's a long way to shoot a gun.
Shit.
And shout out to the forward observers, because the way we shoot the guns is we have people called forward observers. They're infantrymen. They go up to where they're out there scouting and running around looking for targets. They see a target, they report it back to us. They report back the coordinates, and it's probably different now. Probably all computerized now. But back then it was they would call back, give us the coordinates on a map. We had several devices. If you're field artillery, remember the collimeter? Yeah. So we had some poles in place. We had collimeter. Based on the location, we could determine the deflection, which is the left and right of the gun, and the azimuth, which is the up and down of the gun. And we'd fire a couple of shots. We would get some feedback from the forward observers on where they landed and compared to where they were saying it needed to land. The next few rounds, you better get the fuck out of the way, because they will land on the top of your head. It was great. It was great. Yeah, we probably hit you with the first rounds because we're pretty good at that, and the forward observers are pretty good. But definitely the next round's coming. Another interesting note is after the ceasefire, we were near a village in Baghdad, and these people in these villages, talking about third world, it was apparent. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody that's never had a pair of shoes in their life, and they've spent their whole life barefoot. They basically have a pair of shoes on the bottom of their foot in the form of calluses. Their calluses on their feet were thicker than the soles on my shoes. Crazy. And but anyway, we were at a village that had been previously gassed by Saddam Hussein and his troops because they were accused of supporting the U.S. military.
Why would she jump to that?
We saw a lot of ugly stuff that happened to those citizens.
When I wasn't even
But
that email.
anyway, so we were there. We set up. We had pulled off the road. We had 5-ton trucks, Humvees, and we pulled off of the road, and it looked like dry dirt. But we instantly sunk, because about 3 inches under this dry dirt was watery mud. And we all sunk. So we had a whole battalion of guns and trucks sunk in this fucking mud. So we actually had Chinook helicopters come in, and I was with the 101st, so they're an air assault division. So we specialized in hooking guns up, and trucks and guns and Humvees up to helicopters. And then they would fly us into a hot zone, drop us. We drop the ammo, drop the troops. We start doing direct fire on the enemy. And then we throw incendiary devices in the howitzers and on the ammo to destroy it, and we leave. We leave all the shit there, but it's all destroyed. So, being that as it is, there was no way to get these vehicles out of the mud. They were too heavy, number one, to be pulled with another vehicle. And then the engineer people that have the big heavy-duty recovery vehicles, well, for a long time, we didn't even have mail or supplies. So we definitely wasn't getting support from them. We were so far out. And so our aviation division, which consisted of Black Hawks, Chinooks, Apache helicopters, Cobra helicopters. They got the Chinooks, and we basically hooked up the trucks to the Chinooks, and the Chinooks pulled all of these trucks out of the mud. lifted them up out of the mud, and it was no easy task. And yeah, so lift them out of the mud, put them on the road. But while we were doing that, some howitzer divisions of the Iraqi Republican Guard decide they're going to start firing artillery shells at us. All of a sudden, boom, 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 these artillery shells are going off, but they didn't know where the fuck they were shooting because they weren't hitting us. They were hitting near us. And one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my life. You know, those shells were coming in. You know, we scattered, took up defensive positions or whatever, because normally after an artillery strike, you'll have you know, kind of an ambush of soldiers on foot in vehicle. So we were preparing for that, but I want to say within minutes of those rounds hitting the ground, just Apaches and Cobras, just a whole line of them. They're just hauling ass. Don't know where the fuck they came from, but they were somewhere. Man, they must have already been in the air because they were hauling ass right over us. Going, I guess going straight, and then the firing stopped, so you can imagine what happened. You know, there's systems in place that can tell where these shells are coming from. You know, you fire shells at a military battalion, and you're fucked instantly. So, great, good times, good reminiscing. Charge 7 and Charge 8. Yeah, so we're waiting on the mayor. In her typical fashion, she takes forever to come out. City manager's already gone. Oh, you know what? Garza's still in there.
That's who's talking.
Garza and the mayor?
Yep, because that's what the executive session was about.
Okay. So
His
we got
investigation.
So we got Garza and the mayor are still inside. Councilman Garza and the mayor are still inside. I did notice that the city manager has already left for the night. So it's just them. Right? It's just them. So it's just Councilman Garza and the mayor meeting in here, as if, you know, this, you know, they complain about being here so late, but then they're in there fucking fiddle fucking around. Doing what? What are they talking about? Fixing the fucking roads here in Kirby? No. Are they talking about, you know, the Christmas tree? No. What are they in there doing? What is the mayor and Councilman Garza doing? Jesus Christ. Let me see what they're doing. Let me see what they're doing. What are y'all doing in there, Mayor? What are you and Garza doing? Y'all got the door closed, lights off? What are y'all doing in there? Thank you guys for hanging around. We're waiting on the mayor to come out. Nobody camera says, oh, nobody cares, says everyone calm down, I'm here now and everything is going to be okay. I heard some noise over here. Oh, you know what? I think, let's see if I can hear anything. Let's go over here to the door back here, see if we can hear anything. No trespassing sign. I hear the mayor. Can y'all hear anything? I think they're coming out. Oh yeah, that's Garza right there. That's Councilman Garza. Mayor, the people want to know what the plan is. The people want to know what the plan is. Like, how is this story going to go? What's your next steps? You banned Zoom, you banned the emails. How do you think that this is going to go for you and the council? Do you have any comment? No comment? That's our mayor, guys. She banned Zoom, she banned the emails. She doesn't want to hear the citizens speak. Hey, why don't you call me tomorrow, Mayor?
Watch, I just go back up.
Yeah. Oh, I won't get in your way. That is the mayor. She doesn't want to talk. She doesn't want the citizens to talk, and she doesn't want to talk. That's what happens when you're guilty. No comment. Yeah. All right. So that was the mayor. Let's see if we can get an interview with the Councilman Garza.
That's right, troublemaker. Yeah. So, and I apologize if you're uncomfortable with this term. They did not lynch you?
Yeah.
I was expecting a lynching. I brought a rope, but then I thought, no, they'll call me a racist if I bring a rope.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I brought the rope to hang Mr. Garza with, but
I just, I mean, I truly do believe that there should be an opportunity to speak. I mean, I do. Listen, I've been on that side, and when it was me, it was very difficult. And there was a lot of times where I was shut down at 3 minutes, and I had to say everything on 15 agenda items in that time. And you can actually go back to some of the videos, and you could see me just sputtering. It was like nobody could hear anything I was saying. So
no,
I completely understand.
I appreciate your understanding of that, and I appreciate you putting forth a reasonable option. I understand also you can only do what you can do.
That's right. I mean, again, these things, they need to go to the polls, man. I mean, maybe that should be the next question for anybody who wants to run, right? Are you going to allow people to speak? Do you believe in ordinance 30 dot whatever it is?
3010, however it was. And yeah,
I mean, I listen, my true belief is that I was put up here by the people to respond to them and to let them speak, and I'm going to completely, go down that route.
On that, for not that if you're not allowed to talk about it, I understand that, but have they suppressed your ability to put forward a motion to allow someone to speak for another time?
I don't necessarily know yet. I know that they're trying to relay the ordinance, so I guess it would have to be something that would have to be challenged. But I mean, I don't know. Because nobody's done it. There's no place for me to say yes or no.
Right, because again, in the ordinance as it is written now, you can still vote to allow people additional time to speak, which you have done plenty of times, and we know how that's going to go. But
my deal is we're gonna do it for one.
Do it for anyone.
That's how I feel it.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Well, thank you.
No
You have a good evening.
So I just wanted to ask you. So at last week,
yes,
Thursday's meeting,
yes,
the mayor said that the complaint
yes,
would be available immediately, whatever. And then we actually filed a records request before we left the parking lot that night.
Okay.
And all week long, the city has not responded to us at all. We came up here ourselves and asked where the records were, and they said they were waiting for what they said was, we're waiting for the city attorney to get back to us. They didn't mention anything about any technical difficulties.
I feel you.
Any comment on that? Do you know anything?
The only comment I can give you is exactly what I was told, and it was all about technical difficulties. I mean, that's the only explanation I was given. I did not agree with the idea of it not being released. As a matter of fact, I spoke to you last week after the meeting, and I stated it would be released, and they said there'd be no waiting period.
That's right. I mean, and she said it during the meeting.
Yeah.
And that's what we were going off of. And then, of course, I talked to you about it after the meeting, and you confirmed what she said in the meeting. Yeah. And then we couldn't get the records. So apparently tomorrow they're going to be available.
That's what they keep saying. And
she said tomorrow they'll be available. Okay.
It should be.
So we'll be back up here bright and early in the morning to get those records, and we'll get them out, because everybody wants to know what these things say. I know you've been silenced on the matter. I let the people know that you've been wanting to get this information out to the public since day one. We're talking months ago.
Yeah.
And you were threatened.
Well, it happened a lot of things. I ended up posting what the lawyers stated to me, and that became an issue.
Well, I spoke to the attorneys. I spoke to the attorneys, and they made it clear
Yeah.
that if any council person released any information regarding that that investigation,
I mean,
that they would face civil and criminal penalties.
I get you.
And which I didn't agree with. I don't see how. Anyway, so you stand for transparency. That's
Absolutely.
obvious. We appreciate you talking to us. We're going to be up here first thing in the morning to get this information and get it out to the public. Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Jack,
All right.
don't
Oh,
hang up yet.
everybody
I got
wants to
one other
know.
thing
Hold on. Everybody wants to know what you thought about the dress. Did it look good? Did I wear it well?
Yeah. No, you know what?
Who wore it better, me or the woman in the Eric Clapton's The Lady in Red?
Oh, is that what it was? Obviously you, Jay.
all right. Thank you.
No problem.
So, a quick question. The mayor obviously, and I'm not saying right or wrong, but now emails that are sent in to the or to the city secretary are now relayed to each council member. So you got every email that was emailed in.
I absolutely did, but with no context, just to kind of give you some insight. It didn't say why they were emailing them to me. I just started getting them. So my impression, right, was that it was going to be read at council. Therefore, there was no reason to read them now, right? I mean, it's like, I think there were like 12 of them. So it was like, and there were, a few pages each. So I was like, okay, well, if this is the scenario, then we'll hear them at council, and why pre-read if I can just,
Okay, so for the citizen, and this is what I'm going to suggest to the city. I know you might be able to do it, but as with all other cities that post public comments, they should be available to the public. The people are not just addressing you, the council, they're addressing the city and the other citizens. So I understand they made those emails available only to you and the other council people.
Yeah, and open records requests are going to have to get them in order to...
And citizens to be heard means just that. It's not citizens to be heard just by somebody in particular.
I know.
Citizens want to be heard, and they want to be heard by everybody when they're talking.
I understand. I do. It was one of the big issues that I had with this, because I mean they were pressing this idea that they were fake or falling off this, or one was mentioning this, and I was saying I guarantee you there's at least one citizen that I know of, because she was an old councilwoman, that what she's speaking of, I'm sure has something to do with this whole thing.
Right. So
and hers was suppressed as well. So
I was right. So there's citizens, like, obviously we are filibustering the meetings and by using their own rules to speak. Nothing illegal about that. But it's obviously a filibuster, and when somebody sends in an email about how to cook a pig underground and saying it's a community interest, obviously that's bullshit. But nevertheless, they have a right to do that. Yep. So like, I mean, I would say that okay, so you get 20 emails, and 19 of them are about how to cook a pig under the ground and bullshit like that. But you got one email that you see, which is a citizen complaining because of a construction project in the city. Couldn't the city maybe possibly say, you know what, look, we're going to read 3 or 4 of these and include that one and post the other ones to the public?
I don't know.
That would be a compromise?
I think if anything, man, I mean, maybe these things need to just all be posted to, the city website or something, just to kind of give information to everybody about what's being sent in. Because I got to tell you, like, okay, so, it's making the council meetings, quicker, but I am worried about
at the expense of
the suppression of
citizens not being heard.
That's right, and that's exactly what I was trying to say about in this situation, we're throwing the baby out with the bathwater, because there is something there that is important.
And really, the solution, I think, the solution would be just to let the citizens talk, because that's what caused all the pig recipes.
I know.
In the first place,
and I
let the citizens talk.
I 110% agree with you.
And then we go away.
My idea was if we're gonna do anything, 5 minutes at the beginning, 3 minutes per agenda item. That's really what I was pressing.
That sounds like a reasonable compromise.
I was thinking that same thing.
And then we go away.
Yeah, I understand. I do.
Till tomorrow. Until the next thing that happens.
I get you. But my deal,
we go away until you get thrown out of a meeting again.
my deal is I'm a single vote, and that's how it all works out. I'm gonna vote how I believe to be useful for Kirby as a whole, and It's my belief that people deserve the opportunity to speak on certain things. I mean, I would hate to have a 20-minute agenda, or I'm sorry, 20-item agenda items, and they want to speak on something that has to do with their road, but we're suppressing that situation. I don't believe in that, and I don't think it's right. And I truly, like I said, I thought a good compromise would have been the 5-3, but again, since I'm only one vote, I can only vote my way, and everybody else, if I'm not the majority, they get they get to decide. That's how it works.
Cindy Rodriguez is not paying attention to you speak right now because she's on your nuts. Forgive my language, councilman, but she says that this is the guy who runs Kirby Community Facebook page and limits citizens to talk. So can you is there a way you could expound on what you're doing to decrease the moderators from knocking out?
Understood. I mean, we've added some moderators on there to try to determine certain types of things. I mean, you have to understand that, I mean, the real limitation on Kirby Community at most is the it's the duct cleaning services. So I mean, if I'm just going to let everybody post everything they want on Kirby Community, I mean, we're going to get about 900 pies a day, and about 40 duct cleaning services, and about another 50 people.
Kirby must have the cleanest cars.
Yeah,
in America.
Oh yeah, I mean, those
car
cars,
cleaning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, all those guys. You have to understand that stuff is posted consistently all the time. I mean, it's fine. I mean, if I mean,
and there's proper platforms to promote your business.
Yeah, and beyond that
Maybe
too.
not
All I have to
Kirby
say
Community.
in those situations is, listen, if you have something to say, I mean, come to a council meeting. That Kirby Community is not a city council page. It is a private page for citizens. That's what it is, or for people who are on Kirby Community. I mean, it's so people can tell about events and do things like that.
People would argue that me posting a picture of braids and asking a question about braids is not something that would be of community interest. But I want to make it clear to you, as the owner of that Facebook page, that I'm using rhetoric to bring attention to tyranny. And tyranny in our community is a public interest. So
yeah. No, I completely understand. My again, we've tried to add some moderators to help with everything going on in there. I mean, there's plenty going on, and beyond that,
Try to clean it up a little bit.
To tell what was it, Cindy? I mean, there's very many avenues. I mean, there's a lot of Kirby pages. I mean, you can create your own. There's so many things. I mean, there's no reason.
They can go to that page, Kirby Peoples, where they wish death upon you and make fun of council people's toes and teeth, and they can go there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
It's called Kirby Peoples.
There's a lot of discussion, right? I mean, to say, oh, this is limiting and this is limiting, but I mean, realistically, like it's. It's one of those things where there's so many outlets. Like, I mean,
but their page doesn't have 16,000 followers.
Well, I didn't listen. Neither did Kirby Community when it started.
No, I'm saying Kirby Peoples doesn't have 15,000 followers.
No, I completely understand.
Maybe they're hating a little bit.
And that's why my deal is I mean, a lot of the pages, I mean, they decided to privatize. They decided to do their own things, and because they don't have the numbers, I mean, that's unfortunate. It's not. But why is that my fault that now somebody is upset because they're throwing out certain things, and
you can go on Kirby Peoples and make fun of Susan Street's feet. You
or
can
Debbie
wish
Walsick's teeth,
Debbie Walsick's teeth, or wish death upon Chris Garza.
Yeah.
But man, if you say screw Mayor Grider, they block you. They cut you out fast. I know that.
There's a lot of places that are
They've blocked like 2 or 3 of my 30 profiles. Okay, great. Thank you for your time, sir.
No problems.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching. We're out of here. We got so much work to do. Let's not forget the mayor blocked Zoom, blocked emails. Thank you guys for attending. We got so much work to do. Stay tuned because this is not over.
Yeah, you say that, Jack, but I'm just going to attend by Zoom.